It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Just in the nick of time, Spanish. Did you get it? Does everything look great? Yep. You sure? Yep. All right. I have, go sit down. You're too close to me. No, I'm just kidding. You need to do what you do. You good? All right. Sorry, Carmen. Were you sweating it out?
You guys gave me a heart attack right there.
So, listen, I got to come clean about something.
What button did you push?
Spilled a little coffee on the board yesterday.
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Mamma mia, Papa Pia.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Hello.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Oh, no.
It is kind of like, do you hear a buzz? Like a little buzzy buzz?
No, why would you say it?
Shh, everybody, shh. Oh, he's out.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
The engineers are going to lose their mind.
No.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, man. Is he in there? Yeah, he's. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the same as everybody else, right? Hold on.
Hello.
Hold on.
Hello.
Hold on. This one, too?
Well, at least we can hear Joe. That's
Hey.
good.
Oh, my God.
I got so many cords.
Give him your mic.
Oh, my God. Everything right?
No.
Give Galvin your mic.
No.
Give it to him. Sorry.
Hold on. Can you run this cord over to Galvin?
You've been voted off the island.
It's contangled with all these other cords.
All those.
What do you want from me?
All those
To
goddamn wires over
untangle
there.
the cords.
Oh, of all the microphones it could have knocked out, Joe's so close. Give him that one, will you?
Joe's crystal clear.
What do? You just use the...
Yeah, just unplug it there.
All right, hold on. Stand by.
Actually, yeah. Maybe we should plug that one here and then, you know what I mean? Because they're closer.
Oh, hold on. Let's figure this out. Let's get this going.
Wait.
Let's hope that one works.
Oh, man. Was it a lot of coffee or just like a little bit?
No, it's just a very little bit. It was a very little bit, and I cleaned it up right away.
Doesn't matter.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Liquid and technology don't mix ever.
All right, Galvin, you ready? Hold on. 3, 2.
Meow.
Oh. Sounds awful.
Oh,
Check
no.
1 2. Check 1 2.
All right.
Sounds
No, it
fantastic.
sounds
My
good.
voice is beautiful. Why are there crumbs on my computer? Who's eating?
It goes with the coffee.
Who's eating cookies on my computer?
Oh my God! So yeah, that's what was. What are we gonna do?
We can. Galvin, if you want, if it's easier, I can split this one,
Yeah.
and we could share this one because
This
so
is
you don't have
fine.
to go across. All right.
Yeah, but I'm just
For right
saying
now.
for the future.
Yeah, that's.
Somebody's
great
gonna have to
question.
come and take that board apart and clean.
I could do it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh my God!
Why would you do that, Mike?
Why didn't you pour it in there? It was an accident.
me?
When did the coffee go in there?
After the show, I got up and I went to pick it up to throw it out, and it dipped over a little bit, and just a little bit went out. And I got paper towels, and I went inside each of the crevices, and I did as much as I could, and everything. I tested it, and everything seemed to be working fine last night. I guess it coagulated overnight.
Oh, coagulation.
Fried it.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Listen, can I just be honest with you? I've been working here for almost 20 years. If this is the first thing I broke, you can't get mad at me.
Also, and I'm saying it's easy, and the engineers are probably like, no, it's not really easy. But you can replace the stuff in there, so they can take out that specific one,
Right.
or clean it, and do whatever.
Right.
I'm sure
But
they're very
wasn't there?
cheap.
And I was gonna say, but wasn't there a story, Mike, where they like created ledges because of you because you dumped a whole thing of like hot chocolate on the board one time?
It was hot cocoa.
It was not me. Me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No.
you have a story of you dumping a whole thing on
Yeah,
like
but
your
that was-
second day.
That was at the other radio station.
Right,
That was
but
at
I'm
1010. Yeah.
But you
No.
said in your 20 years of radio, it
No,
all
I
counts.
mean at Cox. At Cox. Yeah,
Okay.
I've never broken anything at Cox. So when my second day at CBS at Infinity, I spilled a whole hot chocolate into the board, a whole hot chocolate. And I went and I told Lou, the engineer, and Lou was like, "It's better that you tell us and not tell us because everything will take a day to fry." Oh. And then they cleaned it. I watched them take the board apart and clean it, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I loved working here for that one day." And then. In Tampa, though, in the Cox building, what they did was they decided they didn't want people to drink in the studio, so they built the ledges outside. and wanted us to stay outside to drink our coffee. So Slater would go out there during his breaks and sit there and drink his coffee in the hallway. And I'm like, I'm never doing that. I don't fire me. I don't care. But I've never spilled anything into the board before. I've never gotten anything. Now the board over there is so high you can't even spill anything into it. But I can't believe that didn't work. I tested everything last night. I was like, got away with one.
It happens.
So when do we break the news to?
Oh man!
Between this and Steve Hurley, gonna hate me. I don't know what's worse, man. I don't know what's worse.
Not having a good week.
Who gets to make the call to tell the engineers what happened?
I'll tell him. Is Cernak there?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get him? He might be listening already.
Yeah.
shit.
Do you want me to text him?
Yeah.
I think we
ask me
need
to
to
come
tell
to the
him.
studio.
I think we should tell him in person.
No, I'm gonna tell him on the air.
Yes, I mean, not,
Yeah.
don't text
Ask
him
him
why.
to come in the studio.
Carmen, are you okay?
Yeah, I am.
Because listen, I've said this plenty of times before. I have lived for 50 or 40 something years before I mentioned getting molested by a girl when I was younger on the air, because off the air I don't want to talk about anything. On the air I will talk about anything. I have no.
That seems healthy.
But I don't know why, Carmen. Like I don't it's weird. Like my parents, I never want to talk to my parents about them and their divorce, and never bring it up, never talk about it. The minute I got my mother on the air, I'm like, let's call my father, and we got them both on the air, and I started asking them questions. Once I'm on the air, I'll do anything. You know what it is? I don't want that uncomfortable alone time. Mm-hmm. Like Spanish.
Yeah.
Poor Spanish has got to go through every emotion that I have in my life over the years about him. Some days I love him, some days I hate him, some days I hate him, some days I hate him.
Yeah, it's true.
And there's no holding back. Off the air, I'd just be like, "Oh, okay, Spanish, have a good day," and hate him inside. But on the air, I'm like, "You look dumb today." Not today. Today you look nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Your
Yeah.
mustache is a little weird. But
Thank you. It's getting there.
salt and pepper.
Yeah.
It looks like an ashtray.
It does. I can't not see that because of you.
You get some of that just from in. Just
Yeah.
comb it right in.
I don't want to comb it in. It seems weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird. I wish I could grow a beard.
You do it. You have a nice beard.
No.
I'm jealous of your beard.
It's straggly and like John Tennant could grow a beard.
Yeah.
I can't grow a beard. I just start to look homeless after a while, and I just don't like it. And then
I don't like the guys that manicure their beard too much.
Too
You know what I
much.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, keep it nice, whatever. But I'm talking about the people that have like the ruler and they
Oh, yeah.
do that
Yeah.
perfectly.
Looks like it's drawn on.
Yeah. It's like,
A lot of that in my Puerto Rican family. A lot of that. Yeah.
One
Oh
day-
yeah.
A lot of pointy shoes, I imagine,
a lot
too.
of pointy shoes.
One day I was New Year's Eve. I went to go get my hair cut, and I was going out that night, and I had not shaved my beard yet, but I was going to take a shower after the haircut, and the guy had one of those little tiny lion beards, around, like a chin strap. And he's like, "You want me to do your beard?" And I went, "No, I'm going to shave it later." He goes, "I could shave it for you now. I could do it like mine." I was like, "No way! I can't do it like yours." That was ridiculous.
I like those videos whenever they go to the barber shop and the guy wets their hair and just keeps wetting it until they are like, "Stop! What are you doing?"
Yeah, I'll tell you, you don't realize what's up. Yeah,
Cernak is here.
can you get ahead?
man.
He's plugging in right now.
All right.
Oh boy.
One of the unsung heroes.
I'm sure he's not
Oh,
already.
yeah.
I'm sure he's not already
He's-
stressed out.
Butter
I
him up.
know.
Butter him
Yeah.
up.
Man, I'm taking my headphones off.
Oh, boy.
One of our favorite guys.
I feel like a lamb being led this.
Yeah.
He's very hesitant to come in.
More like the butcher coming in to meet the lambs. How about that?
Someone consider you a hero.
Yes.
You're the butcher. I'm the lamb.
Well, I don't. Not in this case, Mike. Not in this case.
What did you break?
I just want to remind you, I started working here in June of 2006, and I haven't broken anything in those years.
This is very true.
Okay, thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Yesterday after the show, I went to go grab my iced coffee, and I
spilled it in your laptop.
Not in my laptop. Laptop's fine.
The board.
The board might have taken a little hit. I did clean as much as I could. I got in the little crevices, and the only thing that seems to be wrong is Galvin's mic is not working. We had to replug him into a different pot.
Okay.
So
you got a sticky pot.
Sticky butt.
Well,
Sticky pot.
it appears to be sliding fine, but yeah, I think I screwed that up, and I learned my lesson a long time ago to just confess right away and not pretend it was something else.
I thought you guys fried the board with a cattle prod one
Shut
time.
up.
Oh, sorry.
With who?
With cattle prod.
Oh, that wasn't us. It was David
Yeah.
off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I remember there was a radio show that knocked the entire station off
Mike,
the
do you
air
I don't know what you're talking
Mike,
about.
do you remember that?
with the cattle prod.
I actually do remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't the board. It was just a processor.
Oh, it's the process.
But can I tell you something though? The engineers, when they rebuilt the studio, they're like, "We're building you an area where you could do your dumb stuff, so
Yeah.
it's nowhere near the equipment." Well,
we were talking. We were off the air for like 15 minutes. We had no idea.
and Dove Davidoff sat here for an hour with
Yeah.
nothing going on. All right, so Mike, what do I do?
I will talk to Dylan when he comes in and
Oh,
probably just have to swap
That's
You're
not
screwed.
good.
that.
He has a lot of huffing and puffing when
Yeah.
he comes over here.
Is there anything worse you could do to a
Wah,
board than spill something inside of it?
Maybe a little baby oil wrestling.
Oh, all
right.
Lord knows we've
favorite.
done that before.
Well, Mike, get in your shorts. Let's go.
You mean the jorts?
Even better. All right. Well, I just wanted to confess, and we'll see where we go from here.
I think I have a spare one back there. I think we planned for this.
Okay. Smart. All right. Not
They
bad.
knew you were going to do this.
All right. Not bad, though. In 18 years, one microphone.
There was the time that the goat jumped on top of the board and then almost peed on it.
Well,
That was
I can't. That wasn't me. That was a goat.
That
What do
was
you
not
want
your
from me?
fault. It was not your fault, but
That's better than what they did to the elevator.
And wasn't someone playing catch one time and hit the board?
Why are we trying to make this worse for me? Well, let's just let this all go.
No, that was John Brennan and I. We used to have a shock ball in the thing that we would throw around, and Mike had to go to the bathroom, and we were replaying an interview, and we're throwing the shock ball back and forth, and I dropped it, and it hit the space bar, and the interview started going. And we go, ah! We didn't know what to do.
I've never seen John Brennan panic like he did in that moment.
I will tell you, I watched didn't watch, but there was a jock one time that missed a post, and he took a pen and bounced it off the countertop and went and hit the screen and spiderwebbed and basically broke the entire monitor.
Oh, because he missed a post.
Yeah.
Ah, Fisher.
It was. It actually was
I was kidding, but
allegedly.
all right. Well, thank you, and I'll await further instructions.
All right, I'll talk to Dylan when he gets in.
All right,
man.
thank you. There
Love
you
you,
go.
Mike.
Love you, Mike.
Thank you.
Greatest guy in the building. Oh, that's okay.
He hit us with the jorts.
He hit us with George. Yeah.
a real hero.
Well, yeah, for sure. Well, I feel bad that I've created work, but not bad. Just one time in 20 years.
It happens.
Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Who knew
Mistakes
that,
happen.
that photo of the board I took at the beginning of all this would come in so much handy?
Yeah.
I bet you it's not even right. Not you. I'm just saying, not you, Spanish. I bet you that we need to update that because
Maybe.
it seems like of all the other offline lights are off, why is Geo's on? Like that one seems like it should be off too.
I don't know. There's something to do, I think, with I have no idea.
Yeah.
I was going to say something with Bone TV, but I don't know.
Why are you blaming me?
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I thought something of those goes to your feed. I have no idea.
A lot of people feel I should be offline.
Offline for you.
I get it.
Activated.
Well, all right, good. We're back. Speaking of Geo, how was your doctor's appointment yesterday?
All good.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
What kind
was-
of doctor's appointment?
A little cardiology action.
Oh.
Just a checkup.
What do they do? They give you EKG?
No, it was like a follow up
Ah.
based on some medication I was taking.
You know, I went and donated blood the other day, and whenever I do that, they have to check your blood pressure.
Yeah.
And I was going to text you with my blood pressure because I was very proud. So 120 over 80 is what
that's
you want?
Almost perfect. Yeah.
Right. So mine was 118 over 20.
Oh.
Or no, 118 over 80.
Mine, when I go in there and they go 140 over 82, and they look at me and they go like a little high, and I go, oh, that's great. I go, oh, that's so much better. So I go to donate blood one time, and they were like 160 over or something. They're like, it's high. We're not supposed to. I go, just give it 5 minutes. And they came back 5 minutes later, and it was perfect. I just have that anxiety when I walk in. Even though I have no problem with needles, I voluntarily walked in there to give blood. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
And it's just
White coat syndrome.
it is. That's what they call it, white coat syndrome.
Stressful going.
But it's weird because it's not stressful for me. Like I don't get nervous, and I could take shots. I could take blood withdrawal. I don't care. I watch them when they do the blood. Like I watch them some of them get in there so good. You're like, I didn't even feel that.
It's I've complimented people before. I go, "Oh, you're good."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "First day." Everything in my life is a competition. So whenever I go in
You're better at taking blood.
for anything, I'm like, "All right, my thing's gonna be here. I'm gonna be this level. This is good."
I thought you skipped your shot for like 3 days because your wife was out of town.
Yeah.
That's better. It's only because I didn't know how to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, listen to me.
You had so many people say they'd come help you.
Yeah, but it was fine. I did okay.
Still a personal thing.
So it was a long, like for Ozempic, it's like a pen. You just stick it in.
Yeah.
You're fine. For this one was a long needle, like that a doctor uses, and you had to stick it in and draw the stuff
fluid,
out,
yeah.
and you had to literally stab it in. How do you stab yourself?
Not like one of the injector ones.
Right. You just,
Yeah.
You're done. There was no way I was doing that.
How do you stab yourself? You turn on Slayer full volume.
Yeah.
Prepared for it. Like you're about to break boards in a karate.
That's my favorite.
It's not the pain. It's the the psychology of actually stabbing yourself.
Right. Yeah. Once you do it, though, you're like, yeah, it's simple.
Do you think you have some like repressed memory that you can't think of? That's why you're so.
When I was a kid, I was terrified of shots, terrified of giving blood, and then but I remember though, even as a kid, getting it done and going, "Oh, it wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad." So it's not even like it's also the way I feel about the gym. I went to the gym yesterday. I gotta make sure everybody knows about that.
Hell yeah.
Before I go to the gym, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And afterwards, you're like, yes, I did it. And it's just so weird. Then the next time you have to go, you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Just yesterday, you were like, yes.
Yeah.
Were you in that back corner by the elliptical machine? Was that you?
What? Oh no, I was in the front of the gym.
Oh yeah. I thought I saw you.
I saw
You
you.
must have
But
missed
Did you drive by?
I didn't want to bother you. You were working up such a sweat. And you had gone to the cardiologist.
You didn't need a spotter?
No, I had headphones on and stuff. I was in the element.
Yeah.
No, we do spotter day on Wednesday.
Yeah, you don't know this, Joe. Gio's putting up massive weight, dude. I was
man.
watching him bench 250. Easy.
Really?
Thank
Easy.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question: Are we going to Deadpool
Yes.
Friday? Who's in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Oh,
Snap diddles.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
didn't want to go see that gay western you all went
Nah,
saw.
all right.
I think you're the only one that made the right decision.
Yeah. Hopefully this will redeem us for after work movies because woof, that was
And
rough.
nothing cuter than 4 grown men taking a little siesta during a movie.
And those
Paying
comfortable ass seats.
$50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see Luke Wilson in a western. He was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Luke Wilson was it? Yeah, I want to watch it again in pieces before I see the next one. I can't watch it all. You said it was on the thing. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
I gotta look for it.
Yeah.
I'm having such issues with that thing.
It's-
I'm having
you.
issues.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
I need a
Tutorial.
tutor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm having a problem with the porn. The porn makes me put in the parental controls, which are off.
Yeah.
I have them off, but then it makes you put in the parental control code, and I put it in. Then I switch to the next channel, and it makes me put it in again. And I'm like, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
can't do two things with that same.
I don't have
hand.
the I don't have the porn on mine.
You're not missing anything. It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you can get all that porn on the internet for free, having it on the TV.
Yeah, it's plus the family TV out in the living room. It gets weird.
Perfect spot.
Yeah, that's true. But the parental controls on, they work really well.
Yeah.
Nah, my kids are smart. They figure it out.
This is daddy's alone time.
Yeah.
You don't think your kids are watching porn?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Like your son is,
Your
for
son
sure.
is.
Probably. Yeah,
100%.
probably.
Can I tell you something that I
My
know?
daughter's 15. She's not watching porn.
No, probably not your daughter.
Hey, you never know.
Although the Hawk Tua girl came on something the other day, and she was like, Hawk Tua, and Juliana looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, and she just kind of smiled, and I went, I don't want to know how you know. I don't want to say anything.
They all know who the Hawk Tua girl is. Yeah.
But do they know what Hawk Tua means?
I don't know if
wanna
she
ask.
knows. Yeah,
I don't want to ask.
your 15-year-old knows what it means. I'm talking about my
Yes.
11-year-old.
I don't want to. My other daughter's 14.
They both know then.
Yeah,
That Hawk Tua girl was cute for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like 10 seconds, you didn't know anything. Now you see her, and every time I see her, she gets less attractive.
but can I tell you who bugs me is the people who are like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I put up the picture that you sent me from the fight that she was at the fight, and a bunch of old dudes were like, "Who's that? Who's that?" I'm like, we know you know who it is.
Yeah.
Just stop trying to be cool.
I hate that you said this yesterday. It was hilarious, but now I can't stop thinking about it. As you said, like it was a throwaway comment. You're like, I can't wait for her first album.
Yeah.
Now I feel like that's 100% going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Why not? I mean, that's how old Drunky Drunk that did the All-Star game, that's how she got in there. She was a reality show chick.
Oh,
and then
she was
She got an
awful.
album. By the way, have you seen all the great memes? So the girl, whatever her name is, who did the national anthem at the All-Star game was terrible.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was when we were on break. And then she came out the next day and said I was drunk and I'm going into rehab and stuff, which, I'm going to make her more popular, even though I can't remember her name. But now they have all these memes of I'm sorry I was so bad I was drunk. And then it's Ozzy holding a bottle of Jack Daniels. Like, we've been doing it for years.
Is her name Ingrid?
Yes.
Ingrid something?
Ingrid Andress.
Yeah. She was really bad.
Pitchy.
Well, it was funny because I didn't watch the game, but I watched that video.
Right.
And it was no context to it, so I'm just looking around, everybody in the room going, you guys hear this? This is awful. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
not
that
only
the
was
meme.
she off, but then the cadence of the song she was off. She was like, it was bad.
So I said on the show that at the drop of a hat, I will sing the national anthem at any game. Cannot sing, have no real skills, but I guarantee you I could sing the national anthem a cappella if I have to and make it better than what that girl did.
And I will tell you that you did it on the spot, and I was impressed with how you did it.
Listen, it's not
like
good.
Yeah, not like fantastic.
Right.
Much better than
Johnny B
Right.
sings it really
Yes,
well.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if I'm at a game, if I'm at a Lightning game and Sonia Bryson slips and falls in the back and they say, Sonia cannot do it, I go, I got you. And just calling me. I don't want any money for it or anything.
Do you put on blue lipstick?
I would.
Yeah. Oh, you have to,
It's
right?
playoffs.
That's part of the gig.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying I would be if they were like, and this week at the game we're going to make fun of Mike Calta from the Bone. And I'm like, great, give me the mic, I will do it. This is one of my things.
Yeah.
I just have never done that, and I would do it. I don't even know if I want to. I'm just saying I would. Does that make sense?
You have the ability to.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to ask Mike Olivero, hey, can you see if I could sing this at
But
a
you're
minor league
open to
game?
it.
So I'm just saying, in emergency situations, I'm there for you.
Did you practice a lot on your own? Or?
I wouldn't say a lot, but there are times where I just give them
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you ever sing along at the Lightning game and people turn and go,
Goodness.
Get a lot of
Mike's on this guy.
a lot of head nods. I am not an out loud singer at the games.
I like that if it's an emergency, Mike's just in a glass case and they break it with a hammer.
Do you remember when Conan first started on NBC? He had Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
She was in a glass case and she was the emergency guest in case somebody canceled. They would break the glass. That show used to be so fun. Well, it was always
Remember
funny.
they had the weird announcer guy that was in the booth?
Yeah.
They'd
Yeah,
wheel the
yeah,
booth
yeah.
out and
Alan?
stuff? Yeah.
No,
that was
it was-
Letterman,
Oh,
Big Red.
okay.
Conan was very funny early on.
In the
Very
beginning.
funny
He
in
did
the
stuff that
beginning.
nobody was doing either.
His opening thing, whenever he, is going to hang himself, it was one of the funniest things in the world.
You remember? In the year
Yep.
2000.
That they did much after the year 2000.
It was a good show. It was fun. All right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you'd like to reach us today, if you want to talk to us, unless your name is Medicine Man, still on the ban list. I put up a picture of Love Tiger's better foot on Instagram yesterday.
That's not better.
It's not, but Galvin, the comments have been the best I've seen in a long time. Diaphetus. Feetloaf.
Yes.
This guy said them little piggies are going to fly off there eventually. I was laughing at the comments yesterday. It's really funny. It's up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. You can go look at Love Tiger's foot that is supposedly better.
Not my foot.
That what Justin Silver said, hey man, I love you, but I don't suck the poison out of it, love you. I go, it's not my foot, stupid. It isn't my foot. What do we have this week, comedian wise?
Landau.
Oh yeah, Dave Landau is at the at Sidesplitters this weekend. Sidesplitters is bringing people in on Wednesdays for one show on Sunday. Like they're grabbing them whenever they can. They're really doing
smart.
it good over there. Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away today. We'll play a little Sporcle action. Galvin's going for 3 in a row today. I don't like that at all. And then of course we got news. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. No Dom today. His office was locked. No, he's in Hawaii. So aloha to you, Dom. Enjoy your time off.
He said mahalo to me twice via
Shut
text.
up.
Yeah, swear to
Serious?
God.
Of course he did.
Swear to God.
my God.
I got receipts.
The pictures look beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm stalking them on Facebook, but the pictures look.
Mahalo. Did he really say that? You're joking. No, I don't. I believe you. I believe you. You don't have to show me.
Spanish, that means thank you.
Oh, it does?
No. Well, yeah, it does,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm saying that's what Dom. Mahalo. By the way, Spanish, that means thank you.
Yeah. I don't make that.
No aloha?
I may have gotten an aloha, but after we talked, I definitely got a mahalo.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're not. You're,
More coffee.
No, sorry, I just hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I know how it feels, Carmen.
All right, Carmen, what do we have to give away today? Pineapples? Coconuts?
2 mahalos, by the way. 2.
No, we have tickets for Missy Elliott happening tomorrow.
Not
Are you
just
going?
Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott, Sierra, Timberland, and Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes?
Don't tell my wife that.
Yeah.
Damn.
My wife loves Busta Rhymes. I see, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it all
too
fast.
Too fast.
Too fast.
Oh, it's great.
Gotta slow it down.
Can't slow it down.
Take it
Don't
easy.
slow-
You're gonna bust your rhyme.
Yeah.
It's too good.
We also have tickets for Third Eye Blind, Busch Gardens, Hailstorm, and Monster Jam.
Hailstorm, that's the lead singer of Skid Row. All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. You guys got to activate today. What's
Yeah.
his name? Galvin's going for 3 in a row.
It's true.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're playing Can You Name the BR Things? 2 words. First word starts with B. Second word starts with R.
B. Arthur.
Yes. All right, your first one. His 714th career home run.
Babe Ruth.
What? Mike Calta. A candy bar made of
Baby Ruth.
Galvin. Money owed by a leasee for already having inhibited a dwelling.
Back rent.
Galvin. Punk rock band that sang 21st
Bad Religion.
Century. Galvin. An NFL team.
Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, you got the
Galvin.
shirt.
A lot of shirts.
Bonnie Parker and Willie Sutton.
Bonnie Parker and Willie Sutton.
Bonnie Parker and Willie Sutton, they're separate.
Bank robbers.
Yes.
Ballet Riddlers.
I was like Bonnie and Ryan.
Yeah.
William's name is Clyde.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nickname.
A rodeo event.
Bull riding.
Bull
Not what
roping.
they have. That's not what they have.
Wait a second.
A rodeo event.
Barrel riding.
Clyde's name was Clyde Barrow. I can't. I gotta go back to that. I know.
They
Move
were
on.
separate.
I know. It just took me a second to figure out what was going on.
Two different. That's what is a trick.
Bull racing.
Barrel racing.
I knew whenever I said it, I was like, you got to put it together with something else.
Can I get bull riding? Can we agree on that?
No.
No.
Damn it.
It's not on the
Barrel
paper.
racing is when you go through the barrels. It has nothing to do with bulls.
But bull riding, that was a good.
No.
That's not a road. There's separate rodeos.
Yeah, beat it.
You're a rodeo.
He was the most famous for portraying Sherlock Holmes. He was the most famous for portraying Sherlock Holmes.
Not that famous.
Bobby Rowney Jr.
I don't know.
Basil Rathbone.
Basil.
This ice cream company.
Baskin
knows-
Robbins.
Galvin. A prime cut of bovine meat. A prime cut of bovine meat.
Brisket rib.
Bone ribeye.
Bone in ribeye. Ah.
I don't know.
Come on. Beef rib.
Ah, beef rib.
So good.
All right.
Quasimodo.
Bell ringer.
Mike Calta. Seen in emails or business correspondence.
Best regards.
Mike Calta. A cinnamon flavored gum made
Big
by
Red.
Mike.
I thought you said salmon
I
flavored.
know. Yeah.
What?
I did too.
No. A pool or snooker table may be found here.
Billiard room.
Spanish.
Damn it.
And Pap, we're halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points. Spanish with 1. Michael and Galvin are both tied. They have 5 points each.
Okay.
All right. Your next one, we're doing BR words, by the way. A very popular breed of domesticated pigeon named for a city in England. A very popular breed of domesticated pigeon named for a city in England.
Birmingham Rally.
Birmingham Red.
Birmingham Rouge.
Quit.
It's Birmingham Robin.
No, I was looking for Birmingham roller.
I was gonna say that.
No point. Along with mortality and migration rate, this is used
Birth
to
rate.
calculate Mike Calta. A Ridley Scott film based on a science fiction story by author Philip K. Dick. A Ridley Scott film based on a science fiction story by author Philip K. Dick.
Be real.
Bone Ridge.
I don't know.
Blade Runner.
Oh, Mo just lost his mind.
Damn
It's the most obvious one.
Yeah.
Your next one, a digital optical disc data storage format. What'd you say?
Blu-ray.
Correct. A symbol of high quality or an award
Blue ribbon.
advertised. Mike Calta. Famous artist known for hosting the Joy of Painting.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Mike Calta. Known for his Battle of the Sexes with Billie Jean King.
Bobby Riggs.
Mike Calta. 10-time Grammy winner whose Nick of Time album reached #1 in the U.S.
Bonnie Raitt.
Spanish. Heroic, misunderstood character in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Boo Radley.
I just read that.
You just read
I
it?
just talked about it.
Oh.
I mentioned it yesterday.
Galvin. The first stage of a multi-stage launch vehicle.
The first stage of a
The first stage of a multi-stage launch vehicle.
Blast radius.
Booster rocket.
uh,
A little rocket. Next one, also known as a squared circle.
Boxing ring.
Mike Calta and Pap. We're on the last 3.
Gio has a single point.
Yeah.
Spanish has 2. Galvin with 6, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 10.
Oh.
That can't be right.
that can't be
That's
right.
what mine says.
Lies.
That can't
It doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
can't be right.
There's,
All
He
right.
had 6.
I would have
That
said
is
8.
true.
Yeah.
You want to go through them?
No, I know for sure.
No. you
I
just-
know for sure.
Let's finish and then let's go through them. 'Cause
All right, so BR, last 3. Here we go. The prerogative to praise oneself for an accomplishment.
bragging rights.
Galvin. Judy Garland and Elton John sang about a yellow one.
Rick Ross.
Quick road.
Mike Calta. And your last one, a type of whole grain.
Barley
8.
root.
A type of whole grain.
Barley Reet.
I don't know.
Brown rice.
Oh.
The
don't
easy
like it.
ones.
Your final score, Gio with 1 single point.
Damn right.
Spanish doubling that with 7. Or,
What?
With,
What?
sorry.
7?
With
Wait,
2. Galvin,
7?
Galvin with 7.
Wow.
And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
Accurate.
Just for the fun of it, do we want to
You can.
go through and check?
I had one. I know that's confirmed.
I had 2.
I at the half.
I had
You had
7.
6.
You had 6 at the
Right.
half.
That's
But yeah,
correct.
I just.
So let's go from the half up then.
All right, if you can figure that out.
I
Carmen.
gotcha. Yep. Okay, so the first one, no one got. Birmingham Roller,
Right.
Birth Rate,
Mike.
Mike.
Mike, Blade Runner,
No.
Nobody.
Blu-ray,
Gio.
Blue Ribbon,
Mike.
Me.
Mike.
Bob Ross,
Me.
Mike.
Bobby Riggs,
Me. Vindicated, Joe.
Bonnie Raitt,
That was
Spanish.
Spanish.
Boo Radley,
Me.
Galvin.
Booster Rocket,
Nobody.
Boxing Ring,
Me.
Mike.
Mike.
Bragging Rights,
Me.
Galvin.
Brick Road,
Me.
Mike.
Brown Rice.
Nobody.
Nobody. That was 6. That Mike got.
So
after
then
the half.
12.
12 total.
Total. All right.
What'd you say, Joe?
I
said
said he
11.
had 11.
So you even took points away. You're still wrong.
No, I don't think I'm wrong.
No, he had 6 at the half.
Yeah, and then he just had 6.
I thought it was 5 at the half.
No, it was
No,
6
6.
because he had one more than me and I had 5.
Oh.
Interesting. Thanks, Joe.
He said Spanish.
I
at
don't know. We
7.
were no, that's right. We were tied.
at 5.
Yeah, we were tied. No, we were tied at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I don't know.
I
You
don't
still
believe
took one
so.
away.
You
No,
guys were
no, tied
definitely-
at 5.
I think you guys were tied.
I don't
Tied at
think
5.
so.
Yeah, we were tied at 5 because I had 5. Yes. Because then he got one right after. Yeah.
Vindicated.
You're back, baby.
No, you started off saying he was 6. It was 6 though.
No, I didn't. I didn't
Yeah.
spider. I didn't say that.
You did.
You're still wrong.
He's right. Joe is right.
No.
I'm wrong
No.
even when I'm right.
Joe has been the only
No,
one.
I mean he's right that you won, but the score was still
Yeah.
wrong.
No, the score was right.
War was right.
We were 6 at the half and 6. We were tied at 6 at the half and then 6 at the end.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
We're
think I was
tied
right.
at
It doesn't sound
Plus,
right.
We were tied with 5 at the half.
Yeah.
If you want to go
Tied
through,
at 5.
yeah.
That's what I
You want to go
remember.
through the first
tied.
half?
Yeah, I mean, if
Okay.
you want to, because I know we were tied at 5 at
All
the
right.
first half, and then you got 6, so it's 11.
Joe said Spanish at
What did
7.
you say?
I said
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
I don't buy it.
We're all
Spanish doesn't believe it.
Well,
Do you want to
okay.
go through the other ones?
Spanish had 1.
Do you want to
I
go through
had
the other
2.
ones?
He said Spanish
Nah.
at 7.
Yeah, kind of. I do.
All right, go through the first half.
I
Yeah.
misspoke.
Okay, here we
through the
go.
first half.
All right.
Babe Ruth,
Mike.
Me.
Baby Ruth,
Galvin.
Me.
Back Rent,
Me.
Galvin.
Bad Religion,
Me.
Galvin.
Baltimore Ravens,
Me.
Bank Robbers,
Mike.
Barrel
No,
Racing.
wait. Did you get? Yeah, bank robbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bonnie and Clyde.
Nobody
Nobody
got
on
barrel
barrel
racing.
Yep, correct. Basil Rathbone,
Nobody.
Baskin Robbins,
Galvin.
Me.
Beef Ribs,
Nobody.
Nobody.
Bell Ringer,
Mike.
Me.
Best Regards,
Me.
Mike.
Big Red,
Me.
Mike.
Billiaroo.
Nobody.
Nobody.
That
Yeah.
was 5.
So 5-5.
Yeah.
So apologize.
Joe?
to him.
Yeah.
I-
Yes,
I've-
Michael.
I'm sorry.
Apologize to you.
I'm waiting for my apologies. Begin.
Man, get out of here.
All right.
I'm sorry.
What a jerk.
I am sorry.
No,
You're
no,
right.
no,
You're
it's
right.
all right.
You're
You
right.
don't question
You're
me.
right. I'm sorry.
It's
I
a real
came off.
jerky move.
I came off rude.
I mean, a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Little jerky turkey.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. I'm going to put you on hold. You're the winner, and Carmen will get you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Okay, buddy?
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. There you go. That's line 4, Carmen.
Got it.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, bet on it. Questions, no answers, and smell the metal.
Ooh. All right. Galvin has your news. Take a quick break. Come back. Dive right into that next. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I watched, there's a Scientology channel on,
That's how they get you.
I tell you,
It seems so great, doesn't it?
it really does.
I know, dude.
It really does. And no one could give me any, I don't know, no one could give me any reason why I'd go, yeah, no. And they go, yeah, but they don't do this. I go, yeah, well, you know what the Catholics do? You know what the
Yeah.
Jews do?
But
Guess which one of you cutting the skin off of your penis
Yeah.
when you're born?
But you know what ruined Scientology?
Nothing.
The founder, the person who started it. That guy was
Hubbard?
Yeah.
Hey, he seemed like all right
You know
guy.
what? I didn't dig Jesus that much.
Yeah. What?
Wandering around with no shoes on.
Sometimes you gotta
Sleeping-
wander.
Laying with whores.
Somebody the other day we were talking about Scientology, and they were like, "I just don't get like why you'd have to pay to like go up levels in Scientology." I was like, "Have you ever been to Catholic Mass?" And
Yeah.
they said, "No." I said, "Well, you
Collect
got to pay
every week.
Every time you
Every
go,
week,
you got to
and
pay."
they keep track of it. And
Yeah.
and you don't. This is what they used to do when I went to Catholic school. They'd send you envelopes to your
Yeah.
house that had your name and address on them, so they knew exactly where it was coming from.
Yep.
Yeah,
and they
whoever-
started out when we were kids.
Uh-huh.
whoever lived in my house before me, we still get envelopes sent to them of them like, hey, give us money.
Yeah.
Send.
They kick you out of the church if you don't.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I didn't
up.
grow up religious.
Oh, man, it was something.
Here's the thing: I don't have anything against anybody who's Catholic or Jewish or Muslim or any religion. You believe what you want to believe, and if that gives you inner spiritual health, then that's fine. I don't care. It's none of my business what you like to do. Just stop knocking everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't. Your religion is as weird as everybody else's. Yeah. I'll never forget. I was in school and they were teaching the creation myth, I think, in the Muslim religion, and they said two babies were born. One came out vaginally, that was a good baby, and then one was born out of the armpit. That was the bad baby. And I went, who's believing this stuff?
Yeah.
I was like, this is ridiculous. You can't put a baby through your armpit. And then I went, snakes can't talk.
Yep.
And you can't. And I was like, wait a second.
You can't be 800 years old.
But that was when I opened my eyes to it for the first time. I was like, how can they be crazy if we're not crazy? And that's all I'm saying is just mind your own business. The Scientology people, I mean, I have been down in Clearwater a lot this last year. Never said a word to me, never asked me to do anything, never did. Beautiful neighborhood. Yeah. Everything's nice and clean. There's even a bunch of people, a bunch of drug addicts down there. And I have a place that's in an area that you have to go through some seedy neighborhoods to get there. And there's a lot of drug addicts walking around and, just zombie walking through the streets and stuff. And the Scientologists will clean that up. They'll bring them in, and there's a lot of little rehab centers down there. I don't have any problem with them whatsoever.
No, me neither. You're right, though. It's the righteous people that that's the only thing I don't like about religion is it makes people become righteous all of a sudden where they think they're better than everybody else. And
it's crazy. It's crazy. And the parallels between the religions are all of them are the same, and everybody's so quick to knock the next one.
Work at a restaurant at 11 o'clock on a Sunday and see how many people think they're better than you.
It's unbelievable, man.
Well, it's crazy. But anyway, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk to this guy. I don't know how all this came together yesterday, but I was in such a bad mood last night. Did anybody see the post that I put up?
No.
This guy, Anthony, he's known as Call Anthony. It's kind of like a Ask Gary kind of thing. I think he's a lawyer referral guy. And I don't know him, but for some reason I follow him. He's Tampa centric, so he does like food reviews and all this stuff. So for some reason he's on my list. So he sees this kid on the street, and he starts interviewing this kid and talking to him because the kid's panhandling. He's 16 years old, and he's out on the street, and he starts asking him, like, "What's your deal? What do we got out here?" And the kid's like, "My mother lost her house, and we're homeless, and she's drug addicted and on the streets, and I'm out here." Just trying to survive or whatever. And this guy Anthony's like trying to give him some advice, trying to help him out or whatever. And he created a GoFundMe for him, and I donated to the GoFundMe. And I was like hesitant. I hate the GoFundMes and all that, but I talked to this Anthony guy last night, and I verified that it was all legit and stuff. And I just threw it up on our page. It had like $40 in it when I donated some money to it, and now it's got almost $700 just from last night. And that's not even talking about it on the air. I don't really ask you guys for money for anything. I'm not even asking you now. I'm just telling you, I'm going to call this guy in the 8 o'clock hour to get the full story and find out. I'm not being dramatic, and I'm certainly not trying to put myself over for any reason. I've got nothing to do to this other than I just donated, but I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was just laying around thinking that this kid who is, a year younger than my son is sleeping somewhere in Tampa on the streets, and it was just killing me. I guess it's because I'm a father. I really related to it, but it really bugged me. And I just know the power of the show. If there's something we could do to help this kid out, and the folks at Forgotten Angels have already reached out to me and said there's no way this kid should be homeless. We can take care of him. If we want to help out, it's up on our Facebook page. There's a link in it on our stories on our Instagram. And if you don't, I don't care. But if you want to help out, I don't know. It just hit me last night. I'm going to call this guy in the 8 o'clock hour because I want to get the full story on this kid. Now I've got other people hitting me up saying, "Oh, I've seen that kid before. He's living here or he's sleeping here," and it was tearing me apart. So anyway, it's up on the Facebook page if you want to go check it out. See the kid's story. The video is on Instagram. You can go watch it. And if you want to help out, and hopefully at the end of the day we can find some place for this kid to sleep at night. In the meantime, it's time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. It is that time of year where the kids are going back to school, so they probably need some new shoes because kids grow out of their shoes every 6 to 8 months. It's ridiculous. But you can get some good deals at Pelt Shoes because they have all the styles and brands you're looking for, and they have the 3D foot scan that's going to give you the exact measurement so you know you're getting the perfect fitting shoe. You got tax-free that's running in Florida for 2 weeks this year, starting on July 29th through the August 11th, so you can save some money with the tax-free deals. Pelts has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Stop into Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So a lot of news going on with all the politics and everything that's happening. Vice President Kamala Harris has secured the support of a majority of the Democratic delegates to become the party's nominee for president. A survey by Associated Press on Monday evening said she had received the endorsement of more than 1,976 delegates needed to win the nomination in the first round of voting. That means she is on course to take on Republican Donald Trump in November's presidential election. It becomes official when the party delegates hold a roll call a vote ahead of next month's Democratic National Convention in Chicago. She also wound up raising her presidential campaign, raised $81 million in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, now that is small donors.
Yeah.
She's raised over $200 million altogether.
Yeah. Setting a new record amount amassed in one day, largely from small donors.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that worries me. That worries me because, there's already $100 million in the
Yeah, I
bank.
was going to say, they already had, that was part of the thing when she was on the ticket, so she could have the money raised already.
Right. Yeah, that definitely, you say it worries you. That's definitely a concerning thing because I think a lot more people like Kamala Harris than I actually thought.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of people, because her approval rating and her, people disliking her, but I guess they dislike Trump more than.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Kamala Harris. It's people really do not like Trump.
Yeah, but we got Vladimir Putin just staring down the barrel, I don't want him looking at Kamala Harris at the other end. I don't feel comfortable with that.
I think us being in Florida, which is heavy Trump friendly, I don't think we see the
you're quite right.
How much
hatred there is for Trump across the country.
I gotta tell you that we're going to be in deep trouble if she's the president.
Oh, I mean, I don't think so. I think we're just going to get more of the same.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I don't think so. I think we start. Listen. I'm all for a woman being president.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I just don't think that she's the woman. I really don't.
I just don't like this whole, regime that's in there right now, from the intelligence communities to these people in power and office right now. It just seems like they're just destroying the middle class and they're just lining their own pockets. And the rest of the world is literally teaming up together to destroy the American dollar. And we seem to not care at all about that.
Oh, also, we're on day 4 of this giant tech breakdown.
Don't even get me started.
It's not even the number one story everywhere.
No.
It's like
it's just one line of code, no big deal.
That's global too. That happens
global.
worldwide.
Hospitals shutting down. Hospitals around the world shutting down.
Yeah.
Airlines crippled.
Stores.
It's insane. This is the 9/11. This is the new 9/11.
Nobody
These
cared.
attacks. Yeah. Because it's not affecting your cable TV. Once your TV goes out, everybody loses their mind.
Well, if you want to bet on who is going to be president or vice president, Bet Online has just adjusted its odds, and it's no surprise they're picking Kamala Harris as the next Democratic president candidate. She has odds of 1 to 9, which means you would have to bet $900 to win $100.
Yeah.
Other noteworthy candidates are California Governor Gavin Newsom is 15 to 1, who endorsed Harris just hours after the odds came out. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer is 16 to 1. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is 16 to 1. They have the best odds outside of Kamala, so nobody really close to her right now. The more interesting race is who Harris is going to pick as a potential VP candidate. Who do you think the odds-on favorite is for that?
Shapiro, Kentucky governor.
From Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania,
actually.
sorry,
Yeah. So he is the odds-on favorite with 7 to 4 odds. Yeah. So
Who's the Kentucky governor? Is he's close odds too. I forget the name now.
It's got a weird name.
Bashir, yeah. He's from Kentucky.
Yeah. So Shapiro seems to be the odds-on favorite, 7 to 4. out of Pennsylvania, so we'll see what happens. Yesterday's House Oversight Committee hearing, Representative Nancy Mace from South Carolina questioned Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. If you watched it, everybody questioned her. She didn't answer anything. She did not answer anything. Can they hold her in contempt?
No, because so this woman brings it up in her rant. She says, "I know you can't answer these questions." Yeah. She's been told not to. Yeah, they
go in knowing that she can't answer a lot of the questions they're going to answer because it looks, they look cool.
Right.
The one girl was like, she kept saying, BS, and kept saying like,
this is why this makes it possible for them to look great to their state because they could be as tough as they want.
Yeah. So here is Nancy Mace questioning Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle. Take a listen to this. It starts with the guy saying how she needs to start answering some questions and then goes into it. Here we go.
I have to say, Director, we're pretty close to the halfway point during this. You answered more questions with an ABC reporter than you have with members of Congress. So we have a lot more questions. The American people are demanding that we get answers to those questions, and that's what the purpose of this hearing is today. So I'm sure a lot of the questions that have already been asked are going to be asked again, and hopefully we can get some answers to those questions. I strongly implore you to answer those questions. You're here with a subpoena, and we expect you to answer the questions. Chair now recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Cheadle, the American people are watching, and they're wondering if there are any questions you can answer honestly today. So, Director Cheadle, I have a series of questions, very specific questions. I want very specific answers. Most of my questions are going to demand a yes or no answer. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, my first question. Both sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter, yes or no?
No, thank you.
Was this a colossal failure?
It was a failure.
Yes or no? Was it a colossal failure is the question. Yes or no?
I have admitted this is a terrible.
This is a yes or no series of questions. Was this a colossal failure? Yes or no?
I'd hate to be your husband.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Was this tragedy preventable? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee?
Yes.
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent? Yes or no?
I have always been.
Yes or no? You didn't want to answer the question.
Committee.
We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is not transparent, by the way. You stated earlier Secret Service is not political. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several hours before you sent it to this committee as being political? Yes or no?
I have no idea how my statement got out.
Well, that's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask unanimous consent to enter into the record articles by Punchbowl News, Political Playbook, Washington Post, all done at 5:24 a.m., 6:12 a.m., 6:34 a.m., a solid 3 to 4 hours before this committee got your statement.
Without objection, so ordered.
Okay. Is the Secret Service fully cooperating with our committee?
Yes.
Okay, you say you're fully cooperating with this committee. On July 15th, this committee sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or no?
I will have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th? Yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of shit today. You're just being completely dishonest.
That's true.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman, I want to
Come on.
We have to maintain decorum in this committee, no matter how
have you provided
upset we
any
get.
and all members?
You can't just be swearing, lady.
She knows it's going to be sound bites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She throws it up on her social media. All these
And then all of a sudden she's a vice presidential candidate. before you know it,
it's so
she's a hawk to it.
contrived.
Is what she is.
But it is contrived. But I like to think of it as she's doing this because it'll make sound bites so everybody can see how full of trash these people are.
Yeah, but the hard part of Spanish is to differentiate which ones are really doing it for themselves and which ones are doing it for the people.
They're all doing it for themselves.
It's all for show.
Yeah, they're all doing it for themselves.
But they know if it's an open investigation, you can't just disclose that to the public.
Yeah,
yet, you know
but
what I mean?
I'm glad she did. I'm glad she said it just because I hope the entire world sees these hearings because they deserve to see the circus that's happening.
She
over
should
here.
100% resign.
She's a bad hire in the first place.
She should have to resign.
She's a bad hire in the first place, and the fact that a guy got shot on her watch should be the number one thing. And all, it wasn't even like a bum rush. I mean, this was a planned assassination that they just let slip through their fingers.
Did you see the one guy who said that he has an AR-15 and he hasn't shot it for 6 years, but they went to the range and measured it out thing, whatever. I made 18 out of 19 shots, and he was like freaking out. I was like, what? Okay. But another person told her to go back to Garden Doritos.
Yeah.
I watched the video yesterday, and unfortunately I can't tell if it's real or not anymore. It was a slowed motion video of the bullet going through Trump's ear.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't think it's but if that's a bullet, that's tearing that ear apart. That blows that ear off.
I don't know what caliber it was.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Yeah. What caliber was it?
You know.
Well, if it was an AR-15.
Well, yeah, they asked in the hearing yesterday, and she said that it was an open investigation. And they can't disclose that.
So I mean, he could have had a 22 for all we know.
Right.
Well, I thought it was a
Me too.
AR-15. So I'm thinking that it's a 223 or a 5.56.
Same.
Blowing that ear right off his
But
head.
who knows what he had? You know what I mean? Because if it was a little
the
caliber,
first thing I said to my wife was like, "Oh, that sounds like a 22."
Right?
But I don't know if the 22 is hitting that distance.
yeah, you know, and
because they had to shoot from outside the metal detector range.
I'm not fully convinced that he was the only one there shooting. I mean,
Oswald acted alone.
This is interesting. Donald Trump spoke with Fox News and was wondering why Thomas Crooks was able to crawl on the roof for so long without Secret Service being notified or anything happening. Here is Donald Trump speaking on that. Take a listen.
It just shouldn't have been when you have essentially a flat, open roof like that, and it's direct to the target with absolutely nothing in its way. How can somebody be up there? And he was up there for a long period of time because they have tape of him moving all over the place, and then they see him and they don't report him. Who was the policeman or I guess it was local police, who looked at him, saw him standing with a gun? I think the guy saw him, and this guy dropped off the roof. And I don't blame him for that. What I do blame him for is why isn't he calling everybody, screaming and saying, there's a guy with a gun up there? What did he do when he dropped off the roof? Did he just go away and say, like, nothing? That's a big factor. Who was he? And why did he do that? Why didn't we know about that? Because I would have, oftentimes, based on weather and based on other things, I'd say, sir, would you wait 10 minutes before you go out, please? We never had a case like this. But certainly if they said, would you wait 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes because we have a possible problem, unlikely but possible, I wish somebody would have done that because Corey would be alive and 2 people that were seriously hurt would not be hurt. And we wouldn't have had all of the things that we've gone through over the last period of time.
Sir, it's interesting.
She has to resign.
Well, and also, I was going to say, I'm sure you guys have all seen the guy in the visor who's like, I was telling police, I was pointing up there, I told them. So, they were notified.
Well, and there's video of people going, there's somebody on the roof.
Right.
He's on the roof.
That's the craziest thing. Yeah. They said the Secret Service had him in their sights for 2 minutes, and that's why they were able to hit him as soon as he opened fire.
Yeah.
But why didn't they do anything sooner?
Because if it was a kid with a long zoom camera and they would have blown his head off, it would be a disaster.
But they know they had eyes on him for.
I was gonna say, what kind of they don't their vision isn't that good.
Yes,
the scopes on their gun isn't that good.
Probably great. And the minute that they blow an innocent person's head off is when this is 10 times worse than it is now.
To me, I always thought that one of the only places you don't want to mess around is when there's a president in the vicinity.
Right. Yeah.
Like there was that guy that landed on the White House lawn. Like, how did he not get taken out immediately?
Yeah.
And people jump the fence all the time. They don't get taken out. Like, it's just, you think they're like the Secret Service is like the elite best of the best.
Well,
don't F
not
around
anymore.
right now.
The minute that that guy got the clearance to shoot, boom, one shot, done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
That
you're
must
right.
be a great job.
But still, it's wild. She has to step down. She has to.
She's without a doubt going to step down.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of how
Exit
she exits.
process,
Yeah.
With all this political stuff going on, be careful of scammers. The text asking you for political donations might actually be a scammer trying to get your credit card information. The Better Business Bureau says election-themed scam texts are huge right now, obviously, because everybody's donating and doing stuff.
Every number from every candidate that has called me, I have blocked, I have asked to be removed from their list. I would never, through a text, give anybody money. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. You just put it out there for the whole world to steal. And also, I get very upset when people ask me through text for money because I didn't give you my phone number.
Yeah, people, even whenever you buy stuff, you're like, I don't know, I'm just giving everybody my information, I guess.
And I'll never
whatever.
vote for Gus Bilirakis because he calls me the most.
The St. Petersburg City Council brought a new stadium for the Tampa Bay Rays and redevelopment of the historic gas plant district one step closer to reality on Thursday when it signed off on a deal between the city of Pinellas County and developers Rays Hines. The council voted 5-3 to approve the stadium development plan.
So they're going to have a new stadium in St. Petersburg.
Right.
Can I tell you something, though? Because I actually think this is going to be somewhat successful for the first year. It's going to be a new stadium. People like new things. People like to be seen in public. They like to go on out there. Hulk Hogan's going to rip his shirt off at second base and all this stuff. And that's a deal. And it's going to be an amazing new stadium, state of the art. Everybody's going to love it. And then after a year, it's just going to go die down like it did before.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to care.
But they're also going to be building like around it as well.
Yeah.
They're adding apartments there. They're adding restaurants. They're adding, I think, a music venue. So they're trying to expand the whole area, not just the stadium, which I think is
That's
But
the
again,
smartest
why
thing.
in St. Pete?
Because they
Tampa. I don't
Right.
think wants it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's what I think. Anyways.
Well, they couldn't get the deal. Then they
couldn't get the
kept
deal.
trying to do it. I mean, you have right outside of Ybor would have been the smartest thing because you can connect those entertainment districts between Ybor and Channelside, and and just have all that, and then just piggyback off the success of the Lightning.
It's funny. When I was walking to the fight on Saturday night, I was telling my son how this was not like this when I was.
This wasn't like that 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, man, they really turned this around. This is really cool down here now.
When I go to the Lightning games, I usually get dropped off in that circle.
Yeah.
But a couple of times, I think. I don't know. I went there for something, and I went like through the backstage area, like where the players pull in.
Yeah.
And when I pulled in there, I'm like, "Where are we?" Because I didn't recognize all those buildings that were up there. It was amazing.
We walked from like the Sparkman Wharf area down through there to the arena, and it was crazy.
Sparkman's Wharf is really nice, and I think it's definitely underserved. It's people don't really go there enough. Where they should. But you know what I loved? I loved Channelside before. When it had Game Works or whatever, one of those things there, and then I still love the bowling alley place over there, and I mean there's some good stuff down there.
In a new poll, 33% of Americans say they believe they have an idea that could make them wealthy. Anybody got an idea?
I got nothing. I am out of ideas.
19% say they have a feeling in their bones that one day they'll win big, like on the lottery or something.
I don't feel it at all.
What does that feel like?
I always feel like I'm going to win
unfamiliar.
something big.
I have an idea for a chicken place.
Yeah.
Damn it, I can't remember what was the name. What was the
great
name of the chicken
idea.
place?
I remember.
It's already
I remember.
trademarked.
I know. What was the name of it?
Famous Last Birds.
Famous Last Birds. No, I have no ideas. I have no paper clip that's going to save the world. I have no things that are going to go on your shoelaces. None of that.
I have ideas all the time.
Yeah.
I feel the exact opposite. I feel like I'm going to make a decision that's going to make me lose everything that I have.
that might be true. I did have an idea as a teenager that I thought would be brilliant. It was caller ID on your TV. So they had the caller ID boxes before it was on everybody's phones. Somebody would call you and the number would pop up on the TV and you'd be able to see who it was.
Well, that eventually happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I was my idea. I had it first in my head. Well, I mean, I didn't tell anybody about it, but I thought about it in my head.
Alexa has a new feature. Please don't do this. Alexa has a new feature to help parents communicate with their teenagers.
Talk to the machine to ask you how to do it.
Just say, Alexa, talk Gen Z to me.
Alexa, talk Gen Z to me.
You got to update. It says that she'll spit out slang terms like Riz along with the definition of it. and
Scribbity.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Listen to me. When the day I dropped the scribbity on my daughter, she was blown away. I don't know what it means, but I must have used it in the right term. I also use some words in the bad way. Like I was having dinner with my family the other day, and my kids were annoying me, and I said, I won't think twice about smashing both my children. And smashing also means banging.
Yeah.
And my daughter was horrified. She goes, "What did you do?" I go, "Hulk smash." And she's like, "No, I'm afraid to say anything anymore."
I like using Riz inappropriately.
Yeah, that makes them
Rizzing
so
all
mad.
over the place.
And what's the other one? Bussin'.
I always hate that.
Oh, that's too old.
Yeah, but I always use it. I go, I'm bussing. They go, you don't even know what it means. And I go, yes, I do. And they're like, what? I go, I'm bussing the bus.
No, is
It drives them nuts.
cringe? Is cringe still a thing?
I don't think so because I say cringe to my kids all the time.
Cringe is when I say bussing.
And they look at me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I liked that one. That one should stick around.
I said the other night, we're going to make some glizzies tonight.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to throw some glizzies out on the grill.
Awesome.
They did not like that at all.
What are glizzies?
Hot dogs.
But why do they call them glizzies? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I'm going to try that today.
I love
you guys. You want glizzy? They're rolling. Glizzies are rolling.
Yeah.
But
rolling.
I think glizzy is also a gun
Oh.
in some rap songs. That's what I've been
How
told.
do you know? Maybe rappers just talking about pulling out their hot dogs.
It's possible.
I think that's Glocks.
Whip out my glizzy.
Yeah.
Don't. Just stop saying that.
I'm enjoying this.
Is that wrong?
I'm enjoying it.
Question for you all.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a gun commercial on television?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
On regular network television?
I don't think so.
No, I've seen like local gun store commercials.
No.
There used to be BB gun commercials.
My buddy, easy, Grandpa. My buddy Ben sent me a video of Channel 8 yesterday that had a commercial for Glock on it.
Oh.
And he was like, have you ever seen this before? I go, no.
No.
I didn't even. I mean, in my head, I did the same thing. I'm like,
Right?
have I seen it? I guess not. I don't think that I have.
Only time I've seen it is when like Congress members or something are running and they're holding a gun.
Or like when it's for the NRA or something like
Yeah.
that. And it's usually during Fox News, but nothing like, hey, get to your store and buy your new Glock. Always
Or it's-
reliable.
Right. Or it's for like Bass Pro or Cabela's, something like that.
This was a Glock commercial. Weird.
So it says some speculate that the term glizzy comes from the similarity in length between a hot dog and a pistol's extended magazine.
Oh.
Glizzy also has roots in rap culture, which is slang for Glock handgun.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe, glizzy's rolling.
Yeah, I got my
It doesn't
glizzy.
have the same ring to it, though.
I love both the glizzies.
Yeah.
Both of those are just fine with me.
Man, know your market. These people really know what they're doing. A company called Swipe is selling a new vape pen that also has a phone and fitness tracker.
Oh, wow.
It pairs with your normal phone, and a screen lets you check social media on your vape. And text messages and stuff, and then you can also have fitness tracker because you know how vape people are always. They cost around $20 and they're disposable, so you can just throw them away whenever the
So
vape
how do you
runs
check
out.
your social media?
It's got a little
It's a
screen on
Bluetooth.
the vape. Yeah, it connects to your phone, and then you can go through your stuff and
That's
text
weird.
messages too. $20 for that.
Jesus Christ.
By the way,
Make sure you unpair it though.
yeah,
For anyone that does it,
Yep.
you know what I mean? That's how people are gonna start stealing information.
100%.
Yeah.
By the way, $20 for this. It's a vape, a phone, and a fitness tracker. Meanwhile, you have to pay $4,000 for an iPhone. You know.
Although I tell you, I saw a 55-inch TV the other day for $249.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
55. 55 is tiny now.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that's why
wish I
they-
had more wall space. I would get more TVs.
There's like a 90-inch one at Sam's Club that I want. But it's actually like, I think it's like $3,000.
Yeah, but but here's the problem is that I don't even know if I'd have a space to put that. Like
Me
in my
either.
living room, I have the biggest TV. I think it's 75 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the biggest space that I have on the wall.
It's some liquid crystal
Yeah.
OLED something.
Oh, it's more than $3,000.
yeah, and it's, I think it was like $3,800.
They had a TV advertised at Best Buy for $149,000.
What?
Yeah, and I guess it was like, remember when flat screens came out and they were like $10,000 for a 12-inch? You know, I guess it's one of those technologies that is just coming out. If you want to be the first one to have it, you can have it for 150 grand.
Or you can wait 2 weeks and get it for 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's rich people out there like, I must have it now.
Yeah.
Eggo and Two Rivers Coffees just joined forces to create a waffle flavor coffee pod. They come in 5 different flavors, so you can have coffee that's blueberry Eggo, chocolate chip, cinnamon toast, maple syrup, and vanilla.
That sounds good. I would try that. I'd try a little cinnamon toast coffee.
When we were at the station and people would make coffee in that coffee maker out there, and it would be some sort of maple, sometime I'd be like, God, that smells good.
Yeah.
I never like it, never like the taste, but it smells
coffee,
fantastic.
much like
Popcorn.
microwave popcorn, the taste isn't worth the smell.
Agreed.
It's not nearly the delivery that you expect when you smell it. You want the greatest tasting thing. The other thing is my wife's perfume. I want to eat that so bad. She walks into the kitchen. I'm like, it's not even like I want to make sweet love to her. It's that I want to eat whatever that is. It smells delicious. Yeah. Well, don't do that.
You will want to eat this. Today is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Ice cream,
Throw
good.
some olive oil on it.
Yeah, you were talking about
Salt.
that yesterday. The
Yeah.
salt.
I
and
want
olive
to
oil
try
thing.
that.
Carmen, you're going to love it.
Yeah, I will.
Weren't people putting pickles in ice cream too? Wasn't that a thing
I don't know.
that I saw?
I saw the
That's
last.
pregnant ladies.
Is it? Okay.
The last thing I saw with pickles was that girl that just like throws shredded cheese on like a skillet and then throws pickles on it and makes pickle chips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious. They look so
I
good.
just saw someone, they took one of the spaghetti things, for the zucchini, how you can make zucchini
Right.
into a spaghetti twist. They did that with a pickle and then fried it and made like pickle straws instead of onion, the onion straws.
I got you.
Oh, I want to try it.
Your excitement about food makes me excited. Like it's
Yeah.
like when I watch my kids open up Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Is what I get when Carmen talks about food. Real quick, somebody just sent me a screenshot of Rich Eisen's show, and they're showing Baker Mayfield's picture, and this is courtesy of the Mike Calta Show.
Hell yeah.
Our interview of Baker Mayfield has gone everywhere.
It's crazy.
been on every news channel, even competing local radio stations used our audio and our quote. It's hilarious.
When I talked to Baker out at the thing, I mentioned that to him. He goes, "Oh, it's just slow time right now, man. They're looking for stuff to talk about."
Trust me.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's all I'm gonna say.
So this was one of my ideas that I had whenever I was younger, and you can find them now, but I think they should be much more prevalent. Talking about the vanilla ice cream, pretzel cones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretzel
right?
cones would be
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
Pretzel cones. Like, you don't see them anywhere, though.
that
You have to,
sounds-
like, special order them and find them and stuff. That should be, like, all around.
Really, pretzel anything is
Yeah.
good for me.
Yeah.
Like, you
the
mean like
pretzel
instead of like a-
bun and, yeah.
Like instead of like a waffle cone
yeah.
for
yeah.
ice cream? Okay, yeah, I'm in.
Right?
Salt
Yeah,
in there.
I'll eat it.
Get it?
Carmen, I went to Bread Bandits and they make pretzels too. I got my daughter a pretzel.
Ooh, I bet
Fresh
you they could do a pretzel cone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Special order.
Their pretzels are probably delicious.
I love pretzels.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Do you know? Do you have like a brand or anything?
I mean, I love the Annie Ann's pretzels in the mall.
Oh, you like the big. I'm talking about like if you order, like, if you get like a bag of pretzels.
Oh, like a
whatever.
rolled gold? Is that the
Yeah.
brand? Yeah, those are pretty good.
Schneider's.
That's it.
Snyder's. Have you ever had their honey mustard and onion?
Yes.
The crumped up
yup.
bits and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my god.
I like the pretzel rods. Those are good.
Pretzel rods are good. Yeah.
Just one day, I'd like to not be hungry during the show.
Yeah, never
Not
gonna
gonna
happen.
This is some sad news. I don't know if you heard about this. Slash, the guitarist from Guns N' Roses, is mourning the death of his stepdaughter. His stepdaughter passed away. She was only 25.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. Did it say how?
Did you know that Roy Jones Jr.'s son
Yes.
No.
unalived himself?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
32.
Yeah. Sad news, man. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very sad. I mean, 2 young deaths there, but I got to tell you, I hate Slash now.
Oh, really?
Why?
Why?
It's
Since
a
I
Pete
saw him
thing.
last time because he was dick to
Yeah.
Pete, made me hate him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was. Pete is nothing more than a fan. Didn't want anything from him, and he was such a dick to Pete that even Pete's like, whatever, nobody. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I hate him now. When I was like, I don't even want to go see him at that Serpent thing that he was doing. I was like,
Wow.
I'm done with him now.
Wow.
Yeah, still amazing guitarist. And all
Yeah.
that stuff. Just a personal thing. He was just such a dick. He was
Yeah.
such a dick, and I was like, well, I'm done.
That's not cool.
Now, they say don't meet your heroes. Not like he was my hero, but it was enough for me to be like, done.
Yeah.
And don't do a meet and greet if you're going to be a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it wasn't. I don't know. It was not was not Pete. He didn't do anything. Pete was almost silent. Slash just went out of his way to be a dick, like specifically to Pete. Like he was mad at him or something.
So
yeah, I
weird.
didn't like it. Pete don't even care. Pete's like, whatever, it was cool. And I'm like, I hate him.
Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi is promoting a new cologne.
Because when I think good smelling people,
right?
Tony Iommi is one of those people.
If you want to smell like Black Sabbath, you can get
Is that theirs?
Tony.
Is that really
no,
theirs?
no, that's not. And for some reason, Ozzy Osbourne has a coloring book coming out.
That makes more sense.
So you can.
Yeah. Well, when you get old, you turn back into a kid. You know.
Yes.
That makes way more
color.
sense to me.
There's no way he's coloring in between the lines.
No, definitely not.
All outside.
I'd pay money to watch him color a coloring book for a couple hours.
The whole time he's like,
Yeah.
There's Ozzy with his crayons.
yeah.
Kobe Bryant's locker from the Staples Center is hitting auction block. They say he could go for more than $1 million.
That makes sense. That would be a great get to have if I was somebody who was a billionaire Lakers fan.
Have his locker
You
in
want
her.
a dead guy's locker in your
Yeah,
house?
it's Kobe Bryant's like one of the greatest basketball players ever.
I'm surprised the Lakers let that go. I'm surprised they
Yeah.
don't turn it into some type of museum or something.
Monument in
You know?
there.
Times are tough for the Lakers.
Yeah, I
you know? They need
guess.
the money.
What was the story before this? What were we talking about?
We were talking about Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi's cologne, and then Ozzy with the coloring book.
You hate Slash.
Before that was Slash.
No, it was something with Ozzy in the coloring book, I think. I wanted to tell you something. I can't remember.
Do you like the color?
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I'm not a good colorer. Like my wife colors. My wife, like if they give you one of those kids menus, and my wife is bored, she'll color up that menu, and it looks like an artist came in there, like 3 artists came in there and did it. Thick outlines, shaded inside.
I don't
This
trust
is
those
wonderful.
people. I don't trust
You know
those
what I
people.
like to do? I like to make something out of that thing. Like I make something different.
Oh yeah, like add to
What
it.
do they have? Yeah.
See,
I used to do that whenever I was a kid. I would always ask my mom, "What do you want me to draw?" And you know how it is with kids. And
Dog.
you're like, a clown.
Yeah.
All right, another thing. Whatever. Finally, I would just have her scribble on the paper, and then I make something out of it. Yeah.
That to me is more normal than the people that go out of their way to color perfectly in the lines in the coloring book.
Yeah.
That to me is psychopathic.
What about this for normal? We went to a restaurant the other day, and the theme of the menu was farm. And one of the things that you could do was there was a pig, and half the pig was drawn, and you draw the rest of the pig. And I drew the pig's butthole in great detail. And I was like, my wife's like, are you? Yeah.
Artiste. I'm an artiste.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Sources say the 4 other guys in NSYNC want to do a stadium tour next year, but Justin Timberlake won't commit yet.
Of course, the 4 other guys want to.
Yeah.
They're disappointed. They say there's a possibility they could do it without him. Not stadiums. Nope.
No, that would be Janice.
No, they would have to do it with someone else. Like if they did it like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and like.
Yeah, didn't they do that? Didn't they go out on tour together?
Yeah, but not. It was like Joey Fatone and
Just a
It
couple.
was a mix of the different
Henry
bands.
Fink. I can't remember the other guy's name. What's the one guy? AJ.
But if they did
Kevin.
but if they did the 4 NSYNC people, all the Backstreet Boys, and then do like 98 Degrees.
Is there no standout Backstreet Boy?
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter.
Oh yeah, Nick Carter,
Yeah.
but he's not really. I mean, he's slightly above the rest of them.
AJ
But-
was my favorite, but
You have
But
a
I-
favorite
but-
Backstreet Boy?
hell yeah.
But there's no one like Justin Timberlake
Right.
out of the
Who went
Backstreet Boys.
solo
How
and
dare you.
Right.
made it.
I think out of all the boy bands, there's nobody like Timberlake.
Right.
He's the only one that had like successful solo
Nick
stuff.
Lachey was pretty good. He had the. I mean, I wouldn't say musically,
He
but he
hosts-
has
talent
the-
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Nick Lachey is very talented. You just
At
don't
what?
really know his music.
He can sing.
Yeah,
But I mean,
put
like
out-
he didn't become.
Yeah, he does. He hosts every dating show.
Right, but as I'm saying, that's not. He's not singing on those shows.
Yeah,
he just happened to be
nah.
a good-looking guy who was married to Jessica
He's not
Simpson.
putting asses in seats.
No.
At,
Well, I
arenas and stuff.
actually think if he was on that tour, that would make more sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If those 3 bands
Yeah.
went, I would definitely go.
Yeah.
And do it like a 90s tour type thing, you know?
Throw an O-Town, get real weird.
Doesn't Timberlake do stadiums when he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, like none of those other guys have the career that Justin Timberlake had
Right.
solo.
So he says, "I'm going to make all the money and pay you guys on salary," and they go, "All right," because they have no choice.
Finally, in news, we were asking about cringe. Is cringe still a thing? Well, someone asked 2,000 people about one-liners and emojis that people use on apps like Tinder and Bumble. Spanish, you can speak to this.
Yeah.
That are the most cringy stuff. What do you think the things, one-liners or emojis, something that people say or whatever that that they emojis that they send on there that make people cringe?
I bet the eggplant.
Eggplant emoji comes in at number 2, Carmen.
Yeah.
What, the squirt?
Eggplant.
No, there's the squirt one.
Well,
Right,
there's the
after the
eggplant,
emoji.
and then there's those,
Right.
those are two different things.
Yeah, I'm saying that was number 2. I was trying to guess if the squirt was number 1.
Oh, I gotcha. No. A lot of the rest of the ones, that was pretty much the only emoji. The rest of ones are words. So it's like a one line.
Gotcha.
Sup.
SUP.
Sup is not in here, no.
A girl hit me with that the other day.
Sup? I like a girl hit me with a sup. I like that.
What if I say, let me get a piece of that and put the peach emoji?
No.
Oh, send pics.
Carmen, number 1.
Yeah.
Send pics. 45% rated as one of the rudest or cringiest things you can say, especially if it's in the first message you send.
Yeah.
Send pics.
I send all the time. I say send nudes.
Yeah.
To JoJo. JoJo will text me and be like, hey, are you coming to the thing? I'm like, yes, send nudes.
Yeah.
I send it to everybody. One day, somebody's going to send a nude back.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm just casting that wide net.
So I put up the picture of me with JoJo's daughter, and I said, JoJo's daughter's cute and all, but God, look at my calves. Like, that's ridiculous.
That baby, that bothered me so much.
Oh, she
that
loved
baby
me.
loves you.
She loved me. But I asked JoJo first. I go, hey, is it cool if I put up this picture and put up this caption and stuff? I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And she goes, I got to be honest with you. I thought those guys were going to catch me staring at him. And I'm like, wait, is she serious? Like, what's going on? Is she serious? Did she like my calves? What's happening?
Yeah. Well, you did have some impressive calves.
Yeah. So the send pics is number 1. Eggplant emoji is number 2. Hey, sexy, what's your number is number 3.
R, the letter R, the letter U, DTF.
No, that is not in there. That is not
ASL.
no.
Damn it.
Old school.
Yeah.
Do you like bad boys?
Who says that?
Dude.
A bad boy.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many dates I've gone on, and girls tell me stories about guys that do this stuff. It's unbelievable how people survive in the world.
How about this one? Cringy response is if you like say to somebody, if a girl's texting with a guy and she's like, hey, let me go. I got to go take a shower without me.
I cringed out one time.
What if I text dem boobs though?
What that mouth do?
Yeah, there we go. Let me see what that mouth do.
You're so hot, and spelling hot, HAWT.
Oh, that's out?
Yeah, don't do that. What you wearing? This one, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Yeah, that's old school.
And then the just the word hey with multiple Y's. Actually, DTF is in there. DTF is in there, yeah. Yeah.
That's my rule. Hey, with all the Y's. Yo.
Yeah.
What up?
Anytime I text Spanish, it's use yo.
Yeah, I love those.
Well, you're probably not going to date them.
No.
Yeah.
Dem boobs though.
I know.
How about it?
I know you're in a good mood when I get more than one O in the L. You too, Michael.
I was trading comments with that girl from the hot black chick from the Tampa real estate TV show.
Oh.
And then, but they were ridiculous comments. Like I was being over the top. And then I think her boyfriend eye rolled one of them. And I was like, all right, well, now I feel dumb. I was just joking. I was just joking.
He's like, settle down, guy.
Yeah. But we were clearly joking around. And then he jumped in and I went,
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
all right, Galvin, thank you.
Got
If you are looking to sell your home and you're wondering how much money you can get for that home and how you go about getting the most money for it, I'll tell you what to do. You call my friend Jeff Borum at teamborum.com. By the way, happy birthday to Jeff Borum today. I believe it's his 40th birthday. How do you like that? Successful in the real estate market and right here in the Tampa Bay area, lives here. You get to see Jeff, you get to know him and his entire team at eXp Realty working for you so that they can get you the most money for your home. They use marketing that gets in front of the most eyes, gets people interested, and before you know it, your price of your home starts going up and you make the most money. Now, you may be somebody that's selling your home and looking for a home at the same time. They do that. These situations that you think are time to panic, this is what they do all the time. You could find the home of your dreams, and before you know it, you'll be putting money and a contract down on your home, and the new home, and you'd be getting one out, one in, and it is as easy as that. And you don't have to worry about all the stress that comes with selling a home and buying a home. They do all the work for you, and you can just go in there and sit down and sign all the paperwork and be happy and know that you got the most money for the home that you were selling, and you finally got into that dream home that you love. It is teamborum.com. You spell Borum, Borham. Just Google Borum, and it comes right up. Teamborum.com for all your real estate needs. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We will take a quick break. I mentioned a little bit before that I saw a story yesterday on social media about a homeless kid in the Tampa Bay area. And for some reason, it really struck me right in the heart. And I don't really have a very big heart when it comes to this stuff. But this kid's out sleeping on the streets. And of course, there's a GoFundMe, but I want to get a little bit of the backstory. I'm going to talk to the guy who found him when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. What is wrong, Carmen? Hello?
Hey, the message is your call will not go through. Please try your call again.
Hang on, Carmen, because sometimes my fat fingers send you the wrong number.
I gotcha. No worries.
Yep, because I gave you 814. It's 813.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a fat thumb, and I hit the wrong number sometimes. I'm trying to call this guy Anthony. Anthony has got a Instagram page called Call Anthony, which says he's an entrepreneur, food critic, digital creator, an accident advisor. And I think that is probably what he does for mostly for work.
I'd like to be all those things.
Attorney referral guy. Well, you can be all those things. That's the thing.
Now, is he an accident advisor like after the accident, or like me where I'm like, oh, you're going to crash?
No.
Don't do
he
that.
tells you after the crash.
You're going to fall off that thing.
Yeah. You have premonitions.
Yeah.
No, he is like one of those guys where if he's got probably a network of doctors and lawyers that he works with.
Yeah.
So, and I follow him. I follow a lot of Tampa centric people. So, I follow him, and there's food up there, and there's local spots that come up. And then for some reason yesterday, it came up of him having a conversation with this kid, and the kid looks young, and he's talking to him, and evidently he has seen the kid panhandling a couple of times. And what's the first thing you think of when you see a kid asking for money?
Scam.
He's on drugs or something like that. And he went and took the time to talk to the kid. And the kid's like, yeah, I'm homeless. My mom lost her house. She was living in he was living in foster care, but I guess that was not working out very well for him. And he left foster care, and now he's living on the streets. And this guy took the time to talk to him, and it absolutely ripped the heart out of my chest last night. Let me go to the hotline and welcome Anthony to the show. Carmen, can you hit that button for me? Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike. Good morning, brother.
Yeah, you're live on the air, and I was just explaining yesterday how I came across your Instagram. I do follow you. It must have been knowing me. It's probably about the food that I first saw your Instagram on, and then I saw that you. Where did you find this kid Carter? Where did you come up on him?
Well, I was actually just in the neighborhood over in East Tampa, and I actually see the kid a lot. Like, I frequent the areas, going doing my food reviews, so I see him like probably every 2 days at different spots. So this particular day, I just decided to stop and just actually dig into what he actually had going on.
See, the thing that I always worry about, and I think most people do, is when you see somebody out there asking for money or doing something, is that they're going to buy drugs or they're going to do some sort of scam thing, and right away I get nervous about it. But I watched this interview that you did with the kid, and the kid admits he smokes weed every once in a while. But he just seemed like such a lost kid. I mean, his mom is out there on the streets. Does she have drug issues?
Right, yeah. So he was explaining. So he was in foster care. So apparently his mom lost her home from being on drugs and being on the street. So he ended up going to foster care. And apparently something's not going right at the foster care. So he runs away every few days. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of DMs from, people saying, hey, he's a runaway. I know he's been in a foster home and things like this. So I want to actually get to the root of the issue. So today, I'm going to be going out to look for where he's staying at and see if we can get a deeper answer to what's going on.
Well, there's a lot of choices for him and a lot of places and things he could do. And if this one isn't working for him, but I hate pushing GoFundMes on this show because I never know where they go and what the deal is. But I talked to you last night, And I have a 17-year-old son, and I couldn't imagine that this was one of my kids. And I guess this is probably why it bothered me the most. But I see homeless people, and I see homeless kids, and I hear stories all the time. But for some reason, this one really struck a chord with me. This kid just seems like he's a good kid that is in a really horrible situation. And when I saw you started a GoFundMe, I donated to it, and then I thought, you know what, I should share this and try to get more people to help out. Because even if this kid is given some sort of bank account or something that he can rely on, so he knows he doesn't have to spend another night in the streets, at least we could try to help him out the best we can.
Right, and he just needs hope, man. Needs some love. I'm gonna probably start mentoring him in some type of way, showing him that he's loved out here. I'm gonna take him today. We did raise almost 1,000 since last night, so I'm gonna be going this morning looking for him. I'm gonna go take him to get a haircut. Just let them feel loved and try to, let them know, hey, somebody's here to help you.
Yeah.
Things can change. I've been in this situation myself from the foster system and all of that, so I know firsthand. So that what touches it for me. I look at myself in this kid. I can see the pain in his eyes.
Yeah.
So, man.
I got to tell you, that's what I think it was, is that looking at this kid's face and just seeing how the sadness in his eyes. He doesn't want to be out there. He's not out there because he's trying to hustle. He's out there because he has no choice. His mother's got drug issues, and she's out there homeless. And this poor kid is just a victim of the system, and he's just getting bounced around, and he's running away. And I don't know. I don't really know what we can do, but I'm trying to help the most we can. And I think what you're doing by going and spending time with him and taking him out and letting him know that people care about him is probably the most important thing. I don't really ask people for a lot of money. I don't like to sell merchandise or do any of that stuff. But if you got an extra $5, you got an extra $10, and you want to put it towards this kid's GoFundMe, you can find it on our Facebook page. You can find it on our Instagram. You can find it on Anthony's Instagram. And the money that we raise can help buy this kid some clothes, give him a little bit of support, maybe give him a bank account so he knows that he's got food, that he doesn't have to worry about stealing or panhandling. And hopefully, this kid's never seen $1,000 before. He's almost at $1,000.
Right. So that's the goal, Mike. And I really appreciate you sharing it with your followers and your fan base. Like I say, man, you could tell he's a lost soul right now. We just want to recover that soul and give him as much hope as possible.
And the truth is I'm going to be honest with you. This isn't the only homeless kid in the area. This isn't the worst story I've ever heard in my life. But the problem is that I saw this kid and I looked into his face, and it's really, really. I'm a guy who has an organization that works with kids, and if you can help one kid, you've really helped a lot, because then that kid goes and helps somebody else, and it's very contagious. So, well, look, I appreciate your interest in you putting it up there. I'd like to stay in communication with you after the show and find out how the kid's doing. And in the meantime, if anybody wants to go and donate to the kids' GoFundMe, it's up on our Facebook. And I talked to Anthony last night. It's legit. He's handling it all. It's going to Anthony, and then he's taking care of the kid. So I appreciate you coming on the air, brother, and I hope nothing but the best for the kid.
I appreciate you, Mike, and I appreciate everybody that can give any small donation, like Mike said, will help. Everything will be going directly to the kid. You can follow me on my story to follow his journey, and I appreciate it.
Give out your Instagram so everybody can find you on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at callanthony_. That's CALL Anthony ANTHONY _.
Right,
and you'll find his journey there. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, man. Good talking to you. There you go. I don't, yes. Carmen, can you? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do and how much we can help them out, but I feel like it's one. It's like you walk past an animal and you see an animal hurt. You want to help the animal out. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the urge. I'm going to try and do something. It's the same. For some reason, when we see humans, we just assume they're all going to take care of themselves. This kid definitely needs some help. And this guy, thankfully, he had the brains and the heart to stop and talk to the kid and find out a little bit of his information. And then not only that, but this guy's going back. He's going back to help him out. I don't know that I'm that guy all the time. So anybody that wants to help out and go find out, you can see the kid's story on our Instagram stories, and you can find the what do you call it? The GoFundMe on our Facebook pages. I very rarely do I put out people's GoFundMes and these stories. Everybody needs money. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs something. But to be a 16-year-old kid and walking around and wondering where you're going to sleep tonight and where you're going to eat, and knowing that your mother is somewhere strung out on drugs, I can't imagine the pressure that is on that kid being out there.
Yeah, he's already got over 20-something donations, so that's good.
Yeah, well, the good thing is that I shared it last night on our story page, knowing that we were going to talk about it today on our show page. And then I put it on my page, in my personal page, because I know that the people that I'm friends with that follow me are going to know that if I'm going to do it, that it's legit, you know? And because I talked to this guy, Anthony, last night on the phone before I did any of this. And all my people saw it and, of course, felt the same way I did and started throwing money at it. And there's $100 donations. There's $5 donations. Imagine how many people listen to the show if everybody donated $2, $5, whatever it is, just to go and help the kid out. I mean, this kid, I didn't see $1,000 in my bank account until I was like 23 years old. This kid's never seen $1,000. His mother probably hasn't seen $1,000. If we can get this kid some money to try and get him on his feet and then get him into the proper foster care, or maybe even get him into a Forgotten Angels somewhere where somebody can take care of him and give him the shelter that he needs and deserves, and he's got a cushion of money that he knows he can rely on because he has no parents taking care of him. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. So, all right, I'm going to take a break. We'll regroup and we'll come back. You know what? Why don't we play a game? We'll give some stuff away when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I miss Stone Temple Pilots. I know there's a new version, but it's not the same.
No, it's not, but it's as close as you're going to get.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Army of Anyone.
Yeah, they were good.
That had the DeLeo brothers and had Ray Luzier on drums and Richard Patrick from Filter on vocals.
Yeah.
Really good, and just kind of went nowhere.
Yeah, that same thing with the Chris Cornell
Audio Slave.
It was great. And
but they at least had, some hits out and stuff.
I remember Stone Chester Pilots with Chester Bennington. At 97X Next Big Thing. Oof.
Was it bad?
It was not good. The band sounded great, but it just didn't. I mean, he's a good singer, but it didn't. It just him singing Stone Temple Pilots songs. It just didn't work.
Linkin Park. No, Stone Temple Pilots. He
was in Stone Temple Pilots.
What's with Stone Temple Pilots killing all their singers?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. He did we talk to him on the show?
Yes.
I think it was just Chris Cornell's birthday the other day. Like he would have been 60.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, we talked to Chester and
there was somebody else.
Who was the guy we didn't acknowledge?
AFI. The singer from AFI was
Davey
there
Havoc?
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we pretended he wasn't there for the whole interview. And then at the end,
AFI is great.
well, we didn't know. We were,
I mean, they're not Linkin Park.
right.
No, I like him.
Yeah, but I mean, like nobody knew.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we were like, "Oh, hey, we didn't know you were there. We would have been talking to you the whole time." And that was it. So, I was trying to explain to my daughter this weekend who Medicine Man is, and how his greatest interview ever was with the fat one from Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
Because he actually says, "Now let's go to the fat one from Wilson Phillips." That guy will say anything you tell him to say.
Yeah.
He just doesn't even think about it, doesn't care, doesn't have any bad feelings about it. It was I'm thinking about taking him back in my life.
Nah, don't do it.
You miss him. You
Yeah,
do.
Don't do it.
He's
I
terrible.
miss him a
You
little
miss
bit.
him, yeah.
Plus, Love Tiger's going to die soon.
Listen, two things. One, if you want him back in your life, go fishing with him. Two, how mad is Love Tiger that we're raising money for that kid?
Oh! Well,
Kid
Dumb
deserves
Can't
it.
Rescue. Listen, we try to do everything for everybody. We just can't. It can't. Love Tiger's got other issues that we can't. He's not a minor, and he's got a mother and two brothers, so we can't. Until those idiots start waking up and doing something, there's nothing we can do. So
They're not waking
He's got enablers around him that are not helping the situation.
well, it's not that they're enabling him. They're like prohibiting him.
Yeah.
Disabling.
He's like the smartest one out of all of them.
But I think
Talking to you, Bobby Tiger.
I think he's scared
Of the brothers.
Of the brothers.
Yeah, because they're intimidating. They yell at him. They're older than he is. They hit him. And then they crap in the pool.
Yeah.
Oh. Nobody wants crap in their pool, and nobody wants to get hit while they're crapping.
I still think mom's in the pool.
Yeah, dog. I'm with you.
Lady in the water.
Have you ever seen the mom?
No.
No, she doesn't want, I've been told she wants nothing to do with me.
Did you ever hear her or anything?
No, but can I tell you this? Love Tiger does have a sister who got out. She got out, she got married, and she has a baby. I think she
There's like a
two
couple
babies.
kids.
Yeah, and she was attractive.
Why does he go live with them?
I don't think they want him. Would you want him to come live with you?
Well, I mean,
Not with that leg.
Let me tell you, my wife was ready to take this kid in last night.
Oh.
So she was like, just have him live here. Like she was ready to do it. And I go, I can't have strange people in this house for the one reason that she told me when I was talking about adopting kids.
Yeah.
Because if that kid ever hurt Juliana, I'd have to kill him. So I just have to avoid those situations.
Plus, get in line. You got Tom's kids. You got to take care of.
Jesus.
Right?
I only want one of Tom's kids.
Yeah, but they all come in to say hi.
Yeah.
Come as a set.
What's that?
They come as a set.
No. Tom was willing to break the set apart. My wife was like, you can't break up siblings.
Nah, they'll get over it.
That's what I said.
You got a nice pool out back.
I mean, I like my brother, but if you would have given me a pool when I was a kid, I'd have been like, well, see ya.
People do it to puppies all the time. They're fine.
Maybe
That's right, right?
Maybe you do a rotation, Michael. Take one kid for a year and then you switch them out.
I only like the one kid.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I like the other kids just fine. No, hold on. I like the other kids just fine. They're nice kids and all that stuff, but I only have an emotional attachment to one of them.
Has the one kid seen the new theater?
No.
They'll separate. They can separate.
I didn't.
Does Mom the Tree Man like the kids?
I don't know. Does Mom the Tree Man want to raise more children?
No, I don't think she does.
You just don't want them at your house.
No, that's no. I mean, well,
That's true.
Probably true.
My wife yelled at me again last night about Tom. And I go, what did he do now? And she goes, I told him. There's bushes outside, and we have fat bees. And fat bees need to live in those bushes.
Yeah. She's right.
Right. Don't cut them down. Just trim them back a little bit. Cut them all down to sticks.
Yeah.
Cut them to sticks.
That's not really great for the bees.
It's not great for the bees. Thank God I have other plants and stuff back there. I don't know. He's got it in his head the way he has to do things. You know what I'm saying? Like when he cut my brother's neighbor's palm trees.
Right, but it's your house.
Yeah.
Like if you want those,
He knows better, though. He knows better.
Yeah.
Didn't he cut the wrong tree at your house, Joe?
Yep.
Yeah. He cut the wrong tree and he cut
What,
it
did he
way
take a
too
ficus
far
down?
No. My magnolia tree. It's beautiful. It blooms every year. It makes the entire neighborhood smell fragrant and lovely.
Right.
Lopped the limb right off. Just lopped it off.
He lopped it off.
Yeah.
Carmen-
now the tree is standing sideways. It looks stupid. It's not even.
Yeah, you know what, though? You're not Joe the Tree Man, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
so
you don't
shut
know.
up.
You don't know nothing.
And then the other tree guy we had was the best. I forget his name, but he showed up with 2 broken arms.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about Mark Michaels.
Yeah.
You have another tree guy?
The tree guy with 2 first names.
Mark Michaels, the tree guy with 2 broken arms.
Dude, he showed up. We were getting the tree out back trimmed up.
Yeah.
And he shows up and he's got 2 casts on both of his arms. I looked at Joe and Joe's like, it's fine. It's fine.
Michael, do you want to know how he broke the arms?
Yeah.
Tell me you fell out of a tree.
He fell out of a tree.
Features guy took him out. Paulie Walnuts went over there and hit him with a shovel.
Got to knock out the competition.
The tree guy fell out of a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But
By the way,
he's actually a great tree guy.
you know why Tom cut down the bushes and stuff?
Anger.
No, is Amanda needs to talk to Tom the Bee Man, not Tom the Tree Man.
yeah, there you go.
You want to take care of the bees, you get
Yeah.
Tom the Bee Man, not Tom the Tree Man. Tom the Tree Man's like, I only do trees.
Yeah. I don't know about
do
trees.
bees.
Yeah.
Every time she walks the dog, she comes in mad at me. I go, what are you mad at me for? I didn't cut the trees down because now the bees are flying around in circles.
Because you're responsible. I mean,
I brought him in.
Yeah.
Dad, stop killing the bees.
Nobody
need
killed the
bees.
bees.
We do.
Well,
Actually,
you killed the place they live.
Listen to me. I have an entire bee and butterfly garden outside. I have milkweed and all sorts of things that they can go feed on. They're okay in my house.
we're doing good with bees, Carmen. So don't worry as much.
We're okay with the bees, especially over here.
Yeah.
Did you know, and I found this out the other day, and it's pretty adorable, that they have dogs that smell beehive, like they can go and smell where the bees are and stuff if they're like underneath things, whatever, and they're dressed in little bee outfits. That's great.
That's adorable.
Yeah. And then they have Tom the Bee Man come out and take care of it.
There was a guy that built a beehive in the walls of his house, like a window.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
That was awesome. I want one.
So he did it. He did it like in between the studs, and then he plexiglassed over it so you could watch them as they work. That was actually very cool. Although the one day that all of a sudden you're like, did a bee get out?
Yeah.
You freak
They're
out.
friendly.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They're friendly.
Yeah, until it's time to not be friendly.
Nah, as long as you're not like messing with them, they're pretty cool. And they did a awesome study where they proved that if you sleep by bees, it improves your health immensely.
Well, they said beekeepers live longer than most because the vibration that the bees give off.
Yeah,
What?
528 hertz. Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes, and then it then it connects with you and da da da.
It actually is the frequency that has. It's one of the only frequencies that has the ability to restructure your DNA, your double
I don't know.
helix.
You're talking.
That's science.
Science gibberish to me.
Yeah.
The
B,
B
good.
vibration.
Yeah.
And you will reconstruct your DNA.
Yes.
To what? What if
To
it made
its
me a
healthy
lady?
state. So
It
like,
can heal it.
yeah. So like when you know, familiar like free radicals and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So when your cells start to break down, you don't get enough rest, or you're stressed out, and they're not able to heal fully because you're not letting your body heal. When you introduce those cells to 528 hertz frequency, it has the ability to bring them back to life, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay.
Heal them. Yeah.
You got some bees back. Now Tom just took it all away from us.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's ruining the bees. But if
Anything
you want
to
to
do
put
with
them
the
in your
Fibonacci code?
Are you messing with me right now?
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
All right.
what I was asking.
Yeah, all right. I
Those are
can't
the
tell you
guys
messing
that
with
used
me.
to fight Fonzie on Happy Days.
No.
The brothers, the Fibonacci brothers.
No.
The
Yeah, it's
Fibonacci
interesting.
Crunch.
Yeah, the Fibonacci crunch.
That was Malachi.
Malachi.
Yeah.
That's
That sounds
Malachi.
delicious.
That does sound good.
Cinnamon
I do.
Toast Crunch.
Oh,
Where did that
Turn
come from?
anything into.
oh yeah.
Put some honey on it.
But I heard it too, Carmen. I heard crunch.
Thanks, yeah.
Joe,
Yes, Michael.
you have 2 tree guys.
I do. Well, I mean, I only have one tree guy now.
Only one that he pays.
Yeah, well.
But where's Mark Michaels?
Well, I mean, I call him when I need him. He prunes my oak trees out.
Stop it.
out in front of my.
That sounds like dirty talk. From
He prunes my limbs. But why? What I'm saying is, why don't you just call Tom? Why do you have 2 different tree guys?
You don't trust Tom.
And well, I mean,
Well,
you know,
maybe because you owe him money.
No, but maybe because he ruined my magnolia tree. Maybe that.
Oh, you got to move on. Well, I might have to move on from Tom too because he destroyed my bee haven.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Amanda's so mad
See, I understand her frustration, Michael. I was so upset that
because you can't just get it back.
No, my limb is not going to ever. It's never going to grow back.
No.
And I said something. I was like, I didn't ask you to trim the magnolia tree, Tom. What are you doing? He's like, don't worry, it'll grow back. I said, good. I'll pay you when it grows back. Guess what? It ain't growing back.
Did you still pay him though, Mike?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You got to.
Next time
Did
I
the
see
job.
Amanda, I'm gonna go. You guys gotta do something with those bees out front.
Yeah,
They're all
it's
over
too
the
many.
place.
And they're fat,
Can't
too.
even get in the door. Fat bees.
I want to ask him. I
Why?
want to ask him why he did that.
Because I know what I'm doing.
I got a bus.
Or I told him, man, I tried to blame it on her. I go, you didn't explain it to him, right? She goes, I told him, don't cut him down. Just take him back a little bit because the bees have to live there. I go, well, you know the pink tree in the driveway? And she goes, yeah. I go, does it look fine? She goes, yeah. I go, he cut it. I go, he cut it to where I told him to cut it. You got to be specific. You got to tell him how to do it. Cut it so it's not landing on the cars when you're driving the driveway, but make sure it's still there.
The bees live in the tree? They don't live in a hive?
But they don't. They feed off the tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They probably have a hive somewhere, I assume. But they're the fat bees. What if the fat bees live in hives?
Oh,
The
yeah.
big fat ones?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
bees live in hives.
So, most of them do, yeah. Some of them are loners. They go from hive to hive.
Are you being serious?
Bees.
Hey.
It's like Sons of Anarchy. Some of them are in the
Yeah.
gang, and some of them are just go from hive to hive.
Yeah.
You should just get some honeycomb cereal and just hang those out there.
I don't think that's going to work.
Pour it over the bushes.
Yeah.
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
Yeah.
Do they still make that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Honeycomb cereal?
Yeah. Yeah. It's real good. Something.
Great taste. Yeah.
They don't put prizes in the cereal anymore, though.
No, because people kept on eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
choking hazards.
Also, how gross is that? People just rushing their dirty hands all the way into the box to
All
try
the
and
way
find
to
the
the
prize.
bottom.
Yeah,
Just
but when I was a kid, the
grabbing-
prize was like, where was that?
Yeah.
Where
Like
was
you
it?
would pick your cereal based on what
Yep.
the prize was
Yeah.
going to be. Like I remember I got the Where is Carmen Sandiego computer game from a cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a great game.
Yeah, great game.
I remember getting a Monkey's 45 that you had to cut out of the
It's
back.
very racist.
I
Bro.
don't. I'm not.
No, the hey, we're the monkeys.
Yeah. They
Davy and
they printed it on the back of like a cereal box.
you cut it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cut it out
Nope.
and then play it on your 45.
I think I got AOL on mine.
Really true.
I think that was really happening.
Oh, my God.
I found this thing yesterday. This Instagram account that makes jewelry. Carmen, you like jewelry? We all like
Does
jewelry.
she?
I don't wear jewelry
Oh,
at
2
all.
Chainz over here. He's a jewelry guy.
Yeah.
I love
Doesn't
jewelry.
have any chains today.
Carmen, you may or may not like this one.
Okay. No.
They make jewelry out of different things.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Like, you know that I have a surplus of my mom's ashes from when she was cremated, and I don't know what to do with them. These people make jewelry out of them. So what you would do is you'd send them some of the ashes. They roll them in this thing that looks like dough, and then they fashion it into some shape or whatever. So if I wanted to make, like I saw her last night, she made a little skull. So she took the white ball, she rolled the ashes in it, then she fashioned a little round ball, and then she took another thing and she put little eyes in, and she made a skull, and then she made a necklace out of it. So you'd be wearing the skull necklace, but that really would have ashes inside of it.
That's cool.
Not for me, but I get
cool.
it. That's not the only thing she does.
Oh gosh.
You send her a Ziploc bag with your semen, and she makes a powder out of your semen, and then mixes that in with her white doughy stuff.
Mine's actually already powder.
Is that bad?
Is that
You
bad?
should go get that
I don't think so.
When Galvin was here,
Yeah. Why do I think of Michael Cera from This Is the End? Hey, does it smell funny?
My wife calls me Puff the Magic Dragon.
You should make jewelry.
they would show like she does it and she videotapes it, but she tells you, here, this is, this person sent in their sample, and then we turn it into a powder, and then they take the powder and they sprinkle it on top of the other stuff, and then they make the jewelry out of it. I can't say on the air what they call it. I'm gonna text you guys in the group.
But like, who wants that?
What type of jewelry? Do they make the skull or like other stuff?
They will make whatever you want.
Right.
An ashtray?
Who do you give that to?
Well, a girl sent her guy stuff in so that she can make this. What I just sent you guys. It looks like a little gummy bear.
Whoa.
But it's pronounced something a different way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is very creative.
Yeah. And it looks like it looks like a little gummy bear necklace. I don't know, Carmen. Well, I don't know what kind of people want that, but some people are evidently getting it.
It's a great conversation piece at like Thanksgiving dinner with the family.
Yeah.
I mean, do you get it?
Such a nice necklace. Where did
Galvin's got new names. Is the idea to have it and not tell anybody?
No, you tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah, why else would you get it?
Wow, that
It's-
beautiful necklace.
Yeah.
Tell me
It's-
about it.
You know what? That's the new like parrot on your shoulder. I have to tell.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my necklace.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I would like to buy it for my wife and not tell her, and then tell everybody else while she's wearing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems
Not
like
cool, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, that's his wife.
Cool.
It would be funny if you did it to like Pete or somebody.
Or Bobby.
He does have a
If you
birthday
did
coming
that-
up.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby. Yeah.
If you got Bobby,
you want to be best friends, do you?
There you
That
go.
would be hilarious.
Oh, Bobby and I should do it for each other.
yeah.
Oh, it's better if he doesn't know.
Yeah. You just
That's true. I don't want to wear it. I don't want Pete's.
Just says BFF.
that's your
man.
new that's your new present to everybody.
No, I just me and Bobby.
Yeah.
I'll have one of his. He'll have one of mine.
Man.
Wow.
We'll get the hearts that say beef fry.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Like you see the Wolverine Deadpool heart that goes together. It's like that.
We'll get
Yeah.
one of those.
That's so beautiful.
Spanish.
Yep.
As the producer of this show, you should be able to find us a Wednesday night screening or a Tuesday night screening to that movie.
I thought you were going to say find us a sample.
Yeah.
Right? I got plenty of samples.
Are you about to say?
I was so confused the segue.
Spanish, as a producer of this show, you should help
Start
procure
producing.
Please don't make me do this.
There's a lot of jewelry to be made.
Yeah. I know some people. I can make some calls.
I mean, do they have like a,
Yeah, I'm sure they
screening
do.
this week?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I wonder if Mike Olivero knows anything.
All right.
I think it was last night.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, the Hollywood screening was last night.
Well, TM
Good.
Powell texted me. He said he saw it last night.
What'd he say?
Yeah.
What did he say? Good?
He said it was great.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
said everybody's gonna love it.
I watched the second one again just to like get caught up.
And he
so
didn't,
good.
he didn't give me any spoilers, but he said there is a lot they're not showing you in the trailers, which was a big
That's
thing.
good.
By the way, can I point out once again how experts know nothing?
Yeah.
That it was so hard for them to get the first Deadpool made.
Oh yeah.
No, and we can't have it rated R and da 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 da. Okay, idiots. Now that you've made $500 billion, do you think that it's a good idea?
Because didn't Ryan Reynolds have to put like a lot of money into it?
Yeah.
getting it made,
like
the first one.
Yeah, I think he made like a trailer himself and did a whole thing. Yeah.
Well, the original Iron Man, Jon Favreau, same thing. He had to like fight not only to put Robert Downey Jr. in the movie, which they didn't want, but even to have it made.
With everything that Jon Favreau's done, I don't know why anybody argues with him.
No, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Did anybody hear the rumor about Robert Downey Jr. being in this movie?
Yes, I've heard rumors of that.
Did you hear how?
No.
So it's in a.
Are you going to spoil it?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't
It's a
see
rumor.
it.
I don't know that, I have heard that. I don't know that it's true.
The rumor is that he's part of an alternate universe.
Yeah.
In which he used his powers to not become Iron Man, but to become Doctor Doom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't have any idea whether that's true. I've heard so many things.
In the trailer, you see them jump through the little multiverse portal, so you know. But yeah, TM said there's a lot of stuff that's not in the trailers that's going to be.
How long is it?
Remember before we thought that Ant-Man was going to go inside Thanos?
Ant-Man evidently plays a big part in this movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was watching the trailer before, and they say Scott a couple of times, and then he's like, I don't know.
Well, in the trailer, they walk out of his skull.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It's gonna be good.
I'm not spoiling anything. I've watched the trailer. That's all I know.
It's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I can't believe Carmen's coming.
I know.
Really? I like superhero movies.
Did you
I
see-
went to Flash with you guys.
Did you watch the other Deadpool movies?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
We went to Flash together?
Yes.
Yeah, you slept.
the whole time. I sat between Spanish and Galvin.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I don't think I'll fall asleep during this movie.
I don't think you will. I believe in you, Michael. No way.
Who wants to take bets over under
I'm
30
out.
minutes?
I always lose the bets, and I'm in.
Do you know that I talk to myself? I'm sitting there and I feel my eyes go, and then I close them for a second. And I go, you're not going to open them anymore once they're closed. Like, just for 1 minute. Just let me have 1 minute. 1 minute. And then next thing you know, I'm like, God damn, Joe Pesci was in this?
We should sit in the order of who's going to go to sleep. Mike, then Joe.
Joe went to sleep first during Horizon.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Joe was. I held out strong on Horizon.
You did.
It wasn't my fault. The movie gave me plenty of opportunities to catch some Z's.
First 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep at the opening credits.
You did.
Yeah.
I took a full nap during Horizon and still saw 90% of that movie.
Yeah.
That's how long that movie is.
Joe
Holy
waited all
smokes.
through the trailers, and then 30 seconds into it, he just went. And Joe is one of those guys. I think that's the first time I've seen you sleep, Joe. Spanish, you've probably seen him more often, like if he's on the sofa or something. Joe is one of those guys that looks dead when you sleep.
100%.
He's got this, just
Yep. Mouth open.
yeah,
eyes
mouth
coming
open,
out.
eyes back.
Yeah. Real slow breathing.
Yeah.
But when you talk to him, he just goes like this. Yep. Like he just wakes up instantly.
When we went to that Avengers screening and you fell asleep, it was only like critics. It wasn't like fans or anything. It was like there were 15 people in the theater, and Mike starts snoring. And all these like critics are like writing on their notepads and trying to read
I
the
was
movie.
giving out my opinion of the movie.
And I was like, oh man. People looked over. I'm like, oh man, they're looking at me to like kind of nudge him. So
Was I really snoring that loud?
Yeah.
Why didn't you give me the nudge?
I did. Yeah. And you had a big popcorn, and the popcorn was like dumping everywhere. It was like you were holding it and it fell asleep, and it just started like dumping everywhere. I'm like, oh man,
I get sleepy. Don't they make those goddamn chairs so comfortable? What did we go see at? When we went to see Wonka, I picked the wrong. You're allowed to pick your chairs beforehand, and I picked beds. I didn't know they had beds.
What?
My wife's like, "You're an idiot," and I go, "Why?" And she goes, "Because we're not up there, we're down here, and we're not in seats. We're in those beds." And I go, "What? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen." And I laid on the bed, and within 2 seconds, I was like, "I'll call it. How are you gonna put me in a bed?" And I expect. Although, what are you really supposed to do in that bed?
Yeah, you know.
Right?
Big jewelry.
Date night.
Yeah. Supposed to make some jewelry.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the theater, well, there people around. There was no blanket on that bed.
Yeah, little voyeurism.
Enjoy the
never
show.
hurt. Yeah.
All right.
You paid for it.
Don't look over here. I'm fornicating.
No. I would like to go see this movie right after the show on Friday, or if we can get out into something earlier.
TM also said there's a post-credit scene if you
Of course.
wait through the
So
credits.
stay.
Yeah,
Right.
and it says it's 2 hours and 7 minutes.
I'll have an answer in probably like the next 3 hours for early screening.
Jeez.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want to drive that far though.
No, I will. I will for that.
All right.
I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna go Friday after the show, we're
You
here.
should
Why
get
do we go all the way there?
glizzies.
Lizzie's, no, definitely.
Popcorn,
Yeah.
extra
Nachos.
butter.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the way to go.
Yeah. You throw a little Reese's Pieces in that popcorn?
No.
Oh.
Did they got beds over at Brother Mark's theater?
What?
They got beds over there?
Brother Mark has a theater?
Yeah. All right. I guess.
Whoa,
I guess
what do we got
we're
going
just
on here?
putting that out there.
Way to put it out there.
I mean, nobody knows who Brother Mark is.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We
Everybody-
talk
everybody.
about him all the time.
I don't
Everybody that
mean
works at the
everybody
theater,
here.
Yeah.
everybody that works at the theater
Yeah.
that he's not supposed to let us in, but
Yep.
was going to let us in.
Yeah.
He's not
Big
the
mouth.
guy. He's not the guy at the garage door that hugged you.
No,
Who's that guy?
That's the Hoff.
that's
The Hoff.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. Okay, and then and Brother Mark is just some weirdo that preaches with you.
He doesn't preach.
He's your brother.
He's just he's just a friend of mine since college.
Which
He's a good guy.
I met him in Publix one time.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah, and he was like, I just want you to know, I have never called myself Brother Mark. Joe said that. Joe made that up. I'm telling you what he told me. He was like, I don't know where Joe got that from, but I have never called
I mean, it does
myself
sound like
Brother
something
Mark.
Joe would say.
Well,
Right.
that's just because Joe said it on air. He's because I've never called him Brother Mark on air. I don't think.
But was that his nickname in
Yeah.
college or whatever?
Yeah, because he was the brother of the neighbor.
By the way, how much older is he than you?
Oh, I think like 10 years.
Yeah, so why are you
college
guys in
did you go to?
college?
I didn't say he was in college. I said I met him when I was in college.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Because he
Showing up
lived
to college parties.
Hey,
no,
kids.
he was the neighbor.
Hey
He was
guys,
the
it's me,
neighbor.
Brother Mark.
I can
Yeah.
buy beer.
Yeah. Who needs weed? Brother Mark's got the hookup.
Wow. Yeah,
Big
he's
bucket
always,
hat.
You guys want to go to the movies?
he's always got suckers in his pockets.
By the way, Mike said bucket hat.
Yeah, bucket hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what does he do now? He slangs popcorn?
No, he like manages security for.
Used to.
Yeah, I don't know what he does now, but no, he's never gotten me into anything free in there.
I don't care about free. I just want to go.
Yeah, well, we do it wouldn't be free.
Jesus Christ.
Joe, you ruined it. You ruined it.
I would. Okay.
Why'd you have to call him Brother Mark?
Well,
Why didn't you say anything?
Why couldn't you move call him Movie Marks?
Put all our business out there.
all right. Sorry, everybody.
All right.
Sorry, I ruined Tuesday.
Sorry doesn't make me see the new Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
We're seeing it Friday. Whatever.
With Gen Pop.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I won't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
We need a private screening.
Yeah.
So if I fall asleep.
agree.
Is that breaking, or did we know that George Clooney endorsed Kamala?
Must be breaking, but I think we all assumed it.
Yeah.
But that's just... Ugh.
He was the one that was pushing out Joe.
Yeah.
He's anybody but Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter who came up.
As soon as he thought Biden couldn't win, it was like, we got to move on.
He's so handsome, though.
He is so handsome.
I love him.
He really is.
They've been a lot of like on Unusual Whales. There's a lot of activity between Congress and Senate right now, dumping out stocks and buying up new companies.
What are we buying? I need to know what we're buying, Spanish.
A bunch of them dropped the Waste Management Incorporated. They all had like at least 10 to 15 grand invested. A bunch of them sold from there, and they're investing in this new company. I can't remember the name of it, but I thought.
Can I
that
ask
was,
you a dumb question?
Yeah.
How are they knowing this?
What do you mean?
How are they seeing what their activity is?
I believe anytime they buy stocks, it has to be public knowledge.
Where though is where I'm saying. Where do you get
that
this
I don't know. I get it the Unusual Whales website.
Right,
and
that's
then
what I'm saying.
I don't
but
know
I
where
need to know
he
where
gets
they're
it.
getting it from.
I do not know.
I'm just curious.
Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find.
Because I bought General Dynamics when Nancy Pelosi bought a bunch of it, and it's made me a ton of money.
Yep.
I'm just going to follow them.
Yeah.
There's
That's the
accounts
way to go.
that follow just Pelosi and what
Yeah.
she's investing
Yeah.
in.
That's so funny. That's good. It's good. When you get
They even-
insider.
Well, they even have sites that you can sign up for, and then you pick the people, and then you put money in, and they'll do the stocks for you.
Oh, that's good.
Where it just, it automatically, when they buy, it buys for you. When they sell, yours sells. And it just goes automatically with theirs.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
there's a. Let's see here. Nope. Never mind.
So Galvin, your birthday is next on this show.
Yeah.
No, mine's next.
No, yours. Yeah.
And then yours.
Yeah.
You do not want one of those necklaces, I assume.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. But, I'm gonna go with no.
We should all make one and give them away as prizes on the station.
Wait, who wants that?
What?
Carmen, if you made me one, because you know what else they do?
Oh boy.
Dip them?
Yeah, they take molds
Oh.
of the backside of where your tattoo is.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
They take molds,
I gotcha.
so it looks like a little winky.
Say moles.
Oh, I'm getting that for Chad.
Yeah?
For sure.
I'm going to get him one too. When's his birthday?
We should all give it to him.
Yeah.
Then you got to match it to the person who gave it to you.
Happy birthday, dude.
That's funny.
His birthday already passed. So
Now you know every
next
time I
year.
give somebody a gift, you're not going to know what's in it.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I got this from an Etsy page. All right, we got to take a break. Our phone numbers 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I will play a game when we come back. I don't know what we're going to play yet. We'll discuss it here during the break, and then we come back and we'll give some stuff away. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. The GoFundMe is up on our Facebook page or Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. It started off this morning with somewhere in the $600 range, and it's at almost $1,400 right now. You people are amazing, and it's great. It's trying to help out this kid, trying to give him just a little bit of a cushion. He is stranded on the streets. His mother is a drug-addicted homeless person. He was living in foster care. He's having a hard time. Now, Carmen, can I say what you sent me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad took that back.
Yeah.
He's
Took it back or?
Yeah, he was confused.
Oh, okay.
Chad's a dumbass.
Stolen valor.
I love him very much, but oh, jeez.
Okay. I would say that would be my crazy coincidence.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, this kid is out there, and this influencer in the area caught up with him, and I just watched the story last night, and it really just made me upset, and I thought we could probably help him out a little bit. And now the kid's got a little cushion of, about almost $1,400 to help him out. I just was trying to make it so he can have some money to get a haircut and get clothes, and maybe just have a little bit of a savings account so he can get some food every once in a while, and maybe even open up a bank account with this money. I don't know, but it's there, and it's available. If you have $5 or whatever to donate, please do. The more people that do it, the more money we could raise for this kid. And if you donate $5 at a time, it's really no skin off our back, although there are people that donate a couple $100, which is pretty awesome. Thank you. We have a lot of things to give away, and we're going to do that right now, Carmen. A little game we call Google Feud.
What will the all-knowing Google box say? Well, if you can guess one of the top 3 answers, you'll win. It's time to play Google Feud, only on the Mike Calta Show.
It wasn't working before.
Oh. All right. It is time for us to play Google Feud. Galvin?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. We need to get a contestant on the line.
Let's start with this guy. Hi, who is this?
Hello?
Yes. What is your name, sir?
Hey, this is James.
Tim?
James?
James.
James.
Yes, sir.
All right, James.
All right, James, I'm going to read you something that I put into Google. You tell me how you think it's going to finish it, all right? Who is going to be...
Who is going to be the next president?
The next president. All right, Mike Calta, who is going to be...
Oh, I got to go next. Who's going to be alive in the next 10 years?
All right. Gio, who is going to be...
Who's going to be vice president?
Vice president. Spanish, who is going to be...
Who is going to be the next person on the moon?
You have to say the whole thing in order for it to come out clearly. I know.
Carmen, who is going to be...
Who is going to be an Olympian?
An Olympian. All right, James, you heard everybody else's answer. You want to pick one of theirs, or you want to stick with yours?
I'll stick with mine.
You just stick with yours. Who is going to be...
You don't want to go with my awesome who will be alive in 10 years?
Yeah. Do you want the list? All right, you got to get in the top 3. Number 3, who is going to be on Hard Knocks 2024?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question.
Number 2, who is going to be in Descendants 4?
That's a good movie.
What is Descendants?
Descendants is Disney.
Oh, yeah.
But It's the families of the evil people in Disney.
All the villains.
It's all the villains. Yeah.
And there's been 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And number 1 answer for Google Feud, who is going to be the next James Bond? Nobody cares about President. Nobody cares about President.
Sorry,
Maybe they
you're not
just
a winner.
know. I will tell you this, that I tried to be topical and use Kamala Harris, and nothing comes up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody
I thought
likes
for sure it'd be something.
Yeah, I thought for sure too, but yeah, it doesn't come up for some reason.
And we did that backwards, by the way.
yeah,
we're
okay,
supposed-
we changed it.
Okay.
every time.
We like to mix it up. We like
Relax.
to mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
Galvin thought his mic wasn't working.
It wasn't.
It did work, though. You said,
Yeah,
oh.
once you press buttons.
I didn't touch anything.
The entire time the thing was going on, I was going, yeah.
And I was going
hello,
like this,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
pointing
And
at
there
my
was
guitar.
nothing, and then you did.
I just pointed to it.
Okay.
Pour coffee on it, see if it works.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's probably it.
Not
That's
cool.
messed up. All right, you want to go the backwards way or the right way? How we want to do this? Should I get a contestant first?
Whatever. Carmen, tell him what to do.
No, listen, you were wrong,
no.
so just admit it.
No, that's the way we did it originally, and then
Tell
we
Galvin
switched
to
it back.
admit he was wrong? That is never going to happen.
You were wrong, just admit it.
I'll grab a contestant. Good morning. Who is this?
Greg.
Hi, Greg. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
All right, Greg. Time to play Google Feud.
All right, Greg, I'm going to read you a sentence I put into Google. You tell me how you think Google is going to finish it. Can the president... Oh, I got one. Yes.
Pardon himself.
Pardon himself. All right. Mike Calta, can the president...
Get reelected.
Get reelected. Gio, can the president...
Stay in office.
Stay in office. Spanish, can the president...
Go to jail.
Go to jail.
Oh, that's good.
And Carmen, can the president...
Can the president quit?
Quit. All right, Greg, you heard all the answers. You want to pick somebody else's, or you want to stick with yours?
Go to jail.
Go to jail. Okay. All right. He's going to go with go to jail. All right, here we go. Got to get in the top 3 for this. Can the president make laws?
Bye.
Number 2, can the president pardon anyone?
Bye.
Oh, you switched it.
Blew it.
And number 1 for Google Feud, can the president declare war?
I would like to bring a point. I like to bring a point up for this gentleman.
What?
Anyone is included himself.
Yeah, but he switched it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
He picked a different answer. Yeah.
that's on
Otherwise, he would have won.
That's on you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tried for you. Thank you very much.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Admit that you're wrong.
I was wrong. Let's try again. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
It's Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Good. How are you?
All right, stand by. What do we got for Jeff?
All right, Jeff. Your next question for Google Feud. Tell me how this is going to finish it. Why can't my boss
Give me a raise?
give me a raise? All right, Mike Calta. Why can't my boss?
Why can't my boss leave me alone?
Leave me alone. Gio, why can't my boss
Why can't my boss show me respect?
show me respect? Spanish, why can't my boss
Say nice things to me.
If you say lose weight, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Say nice things to me.
say nice things to me? And Carmen, why can't my boss?
Why can't my boss do it himself?
Oh, you talking about John Brennan?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
All right, what's the person on the phone?
It's Jeff.
Jeff, you heard
Jeff.
all the
Hey.
answers. You want to stick with yours or switch to somebody else's?
I'm going to stick with mine.
Stick with yours. All right.
What was his?
Give me a raise.
All right. I like that.
All right. You got to get in the top 3 here. Number 3. Why can't my boss stop ignoring me?
Wish.
Number 2. Why can't my boss look me in the eye?
Because he's guilty.
I hate that.
Number 1 answer for Google Feud. Why can't my boss give me a raise?
There you go. Congratulations.
Bing, 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 bing.
I will
All
put you
right.
on hold, and Carmen will hook you up with the prize here in a second.
He says it's a company thing. It's not him.
Yeah. But
I'd love to. I mean, if it was my money, I mean, I'd love to.
But be sure to hit the pizza party next Friday.
Definitely. By the way, only 2 slices.
Yeah. And if you're gonna grab a drink, leave some money.
Is there a pizza party?
I wish.
I don't know.
We do have a meeting
Yeah.
this week.
Who does?
We do. The whole office.
It's a luncheon, but
Yeah.
there's like a meeting before, so no.
Yeah. For those reasons, I'm out.
Wait, what kind of meeting?
I don't know.
There's always one before.
No,
Yeah.
but I think this is a meeting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let me
I just
see.
thought it
This
was a
says
normal.
It's official?
all staff luncheon.
Like there won't be any
Yeah,
jerk offs from corporate coming, will there?
Man.
We will meet
Maybe.
first and have
Zoom
lunch
it.
after.
Zooming in or something.
I don't want to meet.
Somebody zooming in?
I know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe that'll happen.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
What's the food? We have to know that beforehand.
Usually JoJo gets some pretty good food.
Yeah,
JoJo's knows what's up.
The cakes that she's been getting.
JoJo decorates the office for everything. Do you know they decorated for 4th of July?
Yeah.
I went in there, there was a little blow up 4th of July, Uncle Sam. I was like, look at this place. It was Pride Month before that. What are we in now?
It's 4th of July.
Yeah. And
there's no
my
Diwali
birthday,
or something like that?
No.
This week over there?
My birthday / Trump assassination attempt.
You're over. Your birthday's over.
It's the
It's been
worst,
eclipsed
dude.
by an assassination attempt. You've got nothing.
I know.
Next
It
year, it'll
hurts.
be 1 year ago since the president took
For
a
sure.
piece
All
of
day.
glass in the ear and told everybody it was a bullet.
All day. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah. All right. So do we have to go to this meeting or no?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I think Carmen's the only one who has to go
It's
because she's
today?
there.
No, it's not
No,
today.
I'm the only one that gets a pass because I'm here.
What do you mean? You're there.
Yeah, bye.
You're done at 10.
Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna go because I'm staying
You
to
have
do
to.
No, because I'm doing extra work.
And then just let us know what happened.
But
Take notes for us.
usually this is like where they give the MVP, the employee of the month, and they do stuff like that, and they just tell you birthdays and.
By the way, can I point something out?
Sure.
Since we decided to vote on MVP
Yeah.
and made an MVP, we
Yeah.
have not gotten the privilege to vote for MVP
I know.
again.
They take it away from us?
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Because they said
We
we
swayed the
colluded.
vote.
I go, listen, we can all agree on something.
Yeah.
I go, I don't understand why that's a big deal.
We all voted for the hot chick.
Huh.
And then she won and everybody got mad at us.
I don't understand why that's a big deal.
It's not.
Nope.
We all agreed she's hot. She's the best worker.
She is a great, phenomenal.
She's the best worker.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
happens to be hot.
Totally deserving.
Yeah.
I agree. So now we got to pick some frumpy bitch to win
my
just to even it out.
God.
Just to prove that
Just
we're
to even
not
it out, yeah.
superficial.
Inclusive.
Like
Well,
who,
we don't get to
Carmen?
vote.
Yeah, I've not received that email ever again.
Yeah.
Me either.
It was
I don't
like-
even know if we do it, but
No, we do
this
it.
would be the meeting when we.
Reveal.
Yeah.
Somebody gets that
So
bobblehead.
I guess we're gonna find out if we do it anymore, because the prize was good.
What was the prize?
the bobblehead.
So you got a bobblehead, but then you also got a little raise. You got a little bump.
A raise?
Not a raise.
Not a raise.
you
Not
got
a raise. Sorry, you got a little bonus. I guess. Bonus,
Little
not a
bump.
raise.
Jeez.
You got a little bump. You got
And
a little
then a
bonus.
dinner thing too, right?
Yeah, and then a dinner, and then they would
Jeez.
pay for dinner for you and your significant other.
Wow.
I've worked at the building for 16 years. I've never got a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You
Gio.
got your plaque, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Joe
Yeah.
accepted my my plaque.
I was there for
That's
that.
not true. We got to stand together and enjoy watching that guy win a bunch of flat screen TVs like every month.
That was cool.
That's like
Who
a
was
good
that?
memory
What
that
was
we
that?
had.
Yeah.
You know, the guy who had a bunch of candy in his office.
Remember they
Oh,
gave away
that
the
weirdo.
TV and they gave
yeah.
Tom.
like three. He got like three TVs.
What?
Yeah,
He won
dude.
twice. I was like, I can't believe I
Yeah.
won again.
And if my memory serves, which is not the best, but I believe the one time we stood together was like his second time
Yeah.
winning, and me and Gio just gave each other the look like, what's this?
they had a contest to give away TVs, and there's like all these part-time employees that are there
Yeah.
on the weekends, and the operations manager is like one of the second highest paid
Yeah,
people in the building,
yeah.
wins the free TV
Yeah.
twice.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was very stoked.
Yeah, he's like, I can't believe this. This is
Yeah.
great.
You don't
And he
give one of
kept
the
them,
other
I
TVs
bet.
away?
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo checking in saying that is in every email newsletter thing that we
To vote?
To vote, yeah, we just have to email her.
Oh, okay. I've got my vote locked in. I knew.
Well, it's too late now.
Oh.
They already
Who are
made the
nom-
bobblehead.
Who are the nominees?
Is it?
You
Ask
get to
her.
pick from anybody.
Late.
No, I'm saying, but who's too late now?
I don't think they tell you the nominees.
Is it once a month?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's monthly.
Oh,
once
all right.
once a quarter?
So who should we vote for next
Joe.
month?
Joe.
Oh, I.
Come on.
Oh, I want.
That's not even a funny
Joe,
joke.
but I get to keep the bobblehead.
Yeah, the Joe bobblehead.
Oh, that would be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
That would
We
be-
could just get him a bobblehead.
No, he's got to get the
that's-
bump,
yeah,
too.
You got to get it the right way.
I want
And the recognition.
You need corporate to pay for it.
Yeah.
Joe, what a slap in the face that would be if you won Employee of the Month. There's some girl working right now 50 hours a week, and she's like, that son of a bitch.
Joe, would you rush up there and get your award?
You rush up there.
No, I'd send. You can say rush to me all you want now. I would send you, Gio, to collect my trophy.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind.
Since you collected my 15-year anniversary.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while Employee of the Month over here is getting his own bobblehead, I'm going to start doing the pictures on video so that he has nothing left to
It's
do.
tragic. It's a tragic scenario.
Big Dick's going to get non-employee Employee of the Month.
So we still have like 4 months. Oh, we have 4 months of
to pick. Other than
okay, yeah. So it's every month.
Oh, I'm campaigning for Joe.
Joe. Pap in August.
Yeah.
Start working on my acceptance speech,
Yeah.
which Gio will have to read.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
It'll
Thank you.
never happen.
You'll get a bobblehead and a sunset.
Yep.
Oh, and would you like to know where lunch is coming from?
Sure.
Yeah.
Slice of the Berg.
Oh.
Sounds like pizza.
I would imagine.
Hey, told you, pizza party.
Hey.
Huh?
I'm out.
I'm in.
Nah.
3 cubes of ice.
Ask her if I'd say, does Mike have to go to the meeting? And to see how that
I mean, you never do anyway.
That's not
so-
true. I go to all of them.
No, you don't.
You wouldn't know because you're usually not there.
No, I would know because I'm actually there because I
Who
know
won last time?
we haven't had a meeting.
Yes,
in
we
months.
did. Who won the last one? I was there.
Dizzy won recently. I
Dizzy
thought.
won. That was the one before.
And then
Yeah.
Carmen won.
I won. That was
No,
last
that
year.
was last year.
Oh, sorry.
Because she's what? An unsung hero.
Oh, JoJo says they need 6 more nominations.
For when?
Yeah, she's not answering my questions properly.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I
She's
said,
saying
is it
we have
every
6
month?
more months of the year
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
I nominate Pap.
Pap, 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 pap.
Now you're just making a mockery of it, though.
No.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
When Carmen won, it was made a mockery of.
I
No,
just
That's
she's an
not true.
unsung hero, and then whenever the other girl won, she's a very hard worker.
Yeah. And now,
I just have to see the Joe bobblehead. That's all I want to see.
Again, we can just make a bobblehead.
I believe
Mi-
Joe works very hard. He has not missed a garbage day. He
Not
walks the
work.
dogs every
Never.
morning.
Not
That's right.
job.
Not true.
That's
He did
right.
miss garbage day recently.
He brought me a chocolate protein shake.
He brought you
Not
vanilla
his job.
yesterday.
He did bring me vanilla. He thought I'd like a little variety.
Oh,
Yeah.
good chance.
Little variety.
Vanilla
He
Long.
told Tom to rehome the bees.
This company does not pay Joe to do any of those things.
Listen,
JoJo
They
said,
do a lot of things.
I said, Mike wants to know if he has to go. She said, LOL. Has to? Question mark. No. Should he? Question mark. Exclamation point.
What does that mean?
no. What she said.
That's-
No,
yeah. Of course not.
Of course I'll be there
Why?
because I'm a good employee.
Yeah.
I don't like when you question it.
1 nomination per month.
All right. I'm going to go and I'm going to nominate Pat. I'm going to lead the chart. I'm going to make a motion, Joe. I'm going to call the meeting to order and then I'm going to make a motion that Pat be considered by everybody to be Employee of the Month for August. And then I'll wait for somebody to second my motion.
If you will do me a favor, since you're going, and Joe, I'm sure, is going, Joe, will you video it? Because I'm not going to be there.
No. Gio will have to video it.
Are you
He'll
not
video
going?
it, but you'll need the wire to put it up on the
Pap
TV.
campaign has begun.
Okay.
You don't. The best part, Joe, don't go.
Okay.
Don't go so it doesn't seem like you're leading the charge. I'll lead
right.
the charge.
Okay.
Hey, guys, since Joe's not here,
All right.
let's make him Employee of the Month for August.
I'll write my speech. Gio can read it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Do you know how many people in management are going to go, Joe works here?
Sorry, it's got to be
we need to
employees only.
rectify that.
We could get a couple people to vote for you, Joe.
I
think so.
Get a few votes here or there. You know, I could start my campaign.
I'd like that.
Okay.
Would you give us a little bit of why we should vote for you?
All right, look, what are we talking about here? Okay, there's a lot of people out there that say I do a fantastic job. I mean, you know, what do we do? Everybody else does a terrible job. I'm doing a great job.
Take my vote back. Take my vote back.
Never mind. I'm out.
I'm out.
That was my Joe Biden speech.
Yeah, you were Biden at the debates right there.
Right, exactly.
All right. We got to take a break. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 if you want to get through. We did not have Dom on the air this week because he is in Hawaii for, 2 weeks, he said?
Correct.
Things must be going good at the Fariello
Yeah.
office. Nice 2 weeks of pumpkins and bathing and bikinis on the Hawaiian
Yeah.
beaches. I like
Hanging out with Boozer.
Snoozer.
And yep.
No loser.
No losers.
No loser. Only snoozers and boozers. All right, we'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. If I say to you Taylor Walls, who is that?
Oh, I know.
You know. Anybody else know?
No.
I know.
You know because of the story.
I didn't know before.
Right. Did you know before yesterday?
I knew the name before.
You did.
Yeah.
But you also knew Mike Martin, so I believe that.
Wow.
Taylor Walls plays for a baseball team. Spanish. Do you want to guess what team?
Taylor Walls plays for the Rays.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Raise up.
Raise it.
He plays for the Rays, and he got on second base yesterday as they were playing the New York Yankees in New York, and he did one of these fight, little Trump chant while he was out there. And his excuse for that is what? Did anybody see? He says it was an inside joke between him and the players, but I don't know what that.
So he's not a Trump fan.
I don't know that. I don't know. It seems to me that if you're in New York and you're doing that, you're trying to get attention for you. So listen, I don't know who the guy is before yesterday, and now I'm talking about him, and he has 15 million views of his fight thing on Instagram or whatever. So smart move on his part.
I think we're starting to see that a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
And Tyler Walls, will he get the credit for being the first one to do it? Walls?
Yeah, probably should.
Tyler Walls? What is it?
Taylor.
Taylor Walls.
Football season's about ready to come back.
Yeah. You think Baker's going to drop back, give a double fight, and then double pump pass?
Training camp starts today.
Training camp for rookies today, right?
No, that was yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Yeah.
So today everybody's there?
For Bucks, yeah, I think the veterans report
It's 47 days till regular season.
Oh, that's crazy. I love it.
I know, but this is the part where it takes so long now.
It does.
Like the last couple of months went by pretty fast, but now this next 47 days is where it takes forever.
At least they went down to 3 preseason games instead of 4.
Well, I like that a lot better, although Tom Brady did not. I remember he was very pissed off at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if we're doing tailgates. I think we are. I heard we might be.
I hope so.
I'm talking like Trump now. I heard it. It might be the greatest tailgate ever. I don't know if we're doing them, but if they were, they were great.
A lot of people saying it.
Yeah.
I saw they put Baker on the side of the stadium now.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't get that thing that they did. It says part of the crew since 2023. Like, don't put that up there if he's only been there for a year. Just put him up there. That's all we need to see is him with the flag. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Right, just say part of the crew or something like that.
Yeah, crew leader.
Yeah.
Crew chief.
Because they have Evans on the other side, and it says the year he was drafted, and then they got Antoine Winfield the year he was drafted.
I mean, that's fine, but then the Baker one makes him look silly because he's only been there for a year. It's like, what are you excited about? I haven't even been a full year yet.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of know that he's only been there a year.
I know, but it just seems something weird to accentuate, you know?
Yeah.
But the picture looks great. Who was on there? It's Winfield, Baker, Evans, and Levante?
I think Levante's on the other side, yeah.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Who you were?
That's what I was saying, yeah.
And then, Tristan Wirfs lives 2 miles from here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if we can get him to come in one day before he starts having to go over there every day.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well,
He's gonna
hasn't
be
that already
rich.
started?
What?
Summer, like training?
And you listen to the show? We just talked about it.
I did not.
What do you do during the show?
I'm trying to do a lot of stuff right now.
I get you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they go today. Today is the day they start reporting. But some of those guys don't have to go. Like some of the veterans guys, they go and then they don't go, and then it's not at the point where everybody has to go.
I don't think it's like it used to be. Back in the day, it was like 2-a-days and everybody to be there and stay
But I think
there.
there's a certain day where they go and they stay there. I think that's when that happens. Right?
And a lot of these guys, most of these guys are already training in the off season on their own and doing stuff so they can come into camp ready to go and doing all that stuff. Whereas, in the 80s, they were just like, all right, I guess we got to show back up. Hey, you have to lose 50 pounds before the season starts.
There were some Falcon players that were training at Chamberlain.
Oh, these Falcon players. Oh.
Like on the Falcons.
Yeah.
They know the coaches over there, you know what I mean? So they're using the field for training and stuff like that. So
Can you imagine having to go run out there in this heat? Well, Galvin, I guess you can imagine it.
Yeah.
But I mean, can you imagine having to do it with
wearing
people
pads and
whistling at you and yelling at you and making you drop to your knees and do those exercises?
I was sitting on the bench next to Pete in the shade at the Baker Mayfield thing, and all those kids were out there running, and I was just sweating profusely. I'm just sitting there drinking water and Gatorade.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine ever running around in that weather or being a 300-pound lineman and having to move with or without equipment in that weather.
That's really amazing because those guys put on the size, whether it be fat, muscle, whatever, just size so that they can plug a hole, so they can push and do all that stuff. And the fact that they're out there doing a lot of the same things that the guys who are way less than them, they're carrying all that weight around. That's amazing.
It's weird when you see like linemen when they'll retire and they lose all the weight and they look crazy. Like Ali Marpet, who used to be with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I bet he's lost like 100 pounds.
Well, what's the guy that Ian's friend with that I always, Tony Mayberry, I always say he's got AIDS.
Same thing, yeah.
Well, he does not have AIDS, for the record. I'd like to point that out. But the first time I saw Tony Mayberry after he retired, I thought, he's dying. He's dying. He was a monster.
But they don't need that weight on him anymore, and they know that it's bad for them, so they take it all off after they retire. Yeah.
Dave Moore said to me one time, we were talking about steroids and stuff, and he goes, it's not steroids. He's like, it's just mass. He goes, when I came in, they were cracking down really hard on steroids. So the guys who they were drafting, they started drafting big Hawaiian guys. They were drafting the Polynesian guys to try and get in there and get just the natural size in there. And he goes, so everybody eats and bulks up. He goes, and then they stop playing and they don't have to be as big, and then right away they lose all that weight and everybody thinks they're sick or they were on steroids.
Brad Culpepper, another one.
Oh, yeah.
When he lost all his weight, it's like, whoa, look at this.
He was thick, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
He was big and thick. And now, hey, can I just say, I love Brad Culpepper. As a player, him and Sapp together were great. He's a nice guy. I've known him for a long time. He's a cool dude. He is one of the very few people who managed to, after an exciting long football career, went back to school and got his law degree and became a lawyer. Absolutely the worst commercials I've ever seen. Those Culpepper.
You don't like the slow motion?
Oh, man.
Throwing the card?
The one of the other guy finding the teddy bear.
They found a dog.
Throw whatever it was. Then throwing the playing card at the end. I mean, that was I wish somebody would. I wish he would have said, hey, take a look at this and let me know if this is well, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It really is. And, I mean, you have to go. If you're going to go over the top, you have to go way over the top like John Morgan. John Morgan is so over the top. The other day I left, I was in Sarasota, and I walked out of a building, and there was a Morgan & Morgan billboard, and John Morgan was dressed like a cowboy at a rodeo, a cartoon version of him on a and I thought, that's hilarious.
Or a UFC fighter or
astronaut. Astronaut is my other favorite one, I was like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. So that whole thing with the playing cards and all that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I saw one of the best lawyer ads ever. It was from a different state because of the channels and stuff. It's a father and son law team. Lehman and Lehman, I don't know whatever. They're in the back of like a box, and they're holding a shotgun, and then the kids are like, it was hilarious.
One is the comedian I for Charlotte. He had a bit in his thing. He's like, I listened to this. I can't really say air here. I listened to the lawyer commercial. He goes, and they got the background music in the song. Nick,
and it has
music, and he's like, but I'm. The first is I got a car accident, and I'm gonna call my crack guy. I thought that was drove around in Sarasota. There's a guy. There's a billboard. A guy, I don't know if it's Joe Dat or Joe That's his last name. I don't think I've ever heard.
But you remember?
Of course, yeah. It's incredible at the same time. So, what do we end for? You bring it.
What else?
You guys know about Staff Luncheon?
Thursday. That's not tomorrow.
Did you know there's going to be pizza?
There is.
Here?
Slice of the Berg.
Slice of the Berg. Yeah, we got an open letter. Very much looking forward to it. And more Trump news, I'm sure, with Kamala Harris.
100 million.
I wouldn't listen to that show.
No, you definitely would listen. It's your show.
Yeah.
Carmen
listen to
doesn't
the show,
listen.
surprisingly.
Yeah,
Carmen
no.
definitely doesn't.
No.
Whoa, what was that?
By the way, I'm checking out Slice of the Berg. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, slices.
Looks
Looks pretty good, yeah. And they have pina colada cheesecake.
What?
Yeah. They have a loaded Philly pizza.
Too much.
White garlic sauce, steak, peppers, onion, mushroom, fresh basil. Heat. They got pepperoni,
That's good.
ricotta
That's good.
cheese, hot honey, crushed red pepper flakes, and fresh basil.
You don't realize until you're on a diet. My grandmother, I was thinking about this the other day. There's things I look back on that I'm embarrassed of and I feel bad of in my youth. And this is one of the things. My great-grandmother used to start cooking the chicken cutlets after her stories were over. So it'd be like at 2 o'clock when Days of Our Lives ended. And she would take the cutlets, fry them, put them on a paper plate on top of the paper towel.
Yep.
Then put another paper towel and then put more chicken cutlets. And we'd walk in and out and we'd snatch a chicken cutlet and snatch a chicken cutlet. And she'd be cooking for like 2 hours and her chicken cutlet count would be going down and she'd get so frustrated. And then she'd go, but where are all my chicken cutlets going? I feel terrible that we did that.
Same thing. Same thing happens with the mini meatballs, Michael.
Yeah.
You know, when you fry the little tiny meatballs.
Yep.
Those are too easy to just grab.
I know. I'm starving now.
Yeah.
Don't talk
Carmen,
about
you
your
really
little meatballs.
What's that?
I said, don't talk about your little meatballs.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got this weekend? Anything coming up? We need to make plans.
No, we got a gig. Carmen and I have a
Spanish
gig.
Spanish and I
What?
will be out on Friday.
Where?
We're gonna be at Indian Rocks Beach
Too far.
Oh.
at Coco's Crush. It's their anniversary, so we're gonna be out there.
What time do you know?
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Too early. Too early for me.
What?
Because I'm going out Friday night. I was going to say maybe we catch up afterwards, but you'll be already. No, I'll be already. I'm not going out till late. You'll be done already.
We'll be done at 7, so we can meet at 8.
No, I already have plans at 8.
Yeah.
So I'm saying.
Which Spanish? I wanted to ask you, since we're talking about this now, can I come hang out with you beforehand?
Yeah.
Since it's traffic.
I'd love that.
And then we can just ride together. But
Yes.
yeah, because I live in Tampa, and 5 o'clock to get to Indian Rocks Beach at 5, I'd have to leave. At,
That's perfect because I was planning on taking mushrooms anyway, so you could just drive me.
I can do that.
So you're going to go out on Friday. You're going to go by Ian's place. Then you're going to go out and do it. And then you're going to meet up with these guys?
No. I'm only going
fishing?
I'm only going to Ian's now because I ain't going to meet with these guys. It's too early.
So you're not going to dinner anymore?
No, I am going to dinner after that. 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to dinner?
Why you want to know?
Who are you going to dinner with?
People.
How many?
6. Me plus 5.
Okay. So it's a mandate.
How do you know? It could be 2 couples, 3 couples of 2.
I can
I'm
tell.
not bringing my wife.
You don't know.
Yeah, your joke wasn't funny.
Mike has invited me to dinner several times.
Yes.
Probably
Yes,
more than
just
you.
not this Friday.
This is a no wife dinner.
I don't know if burgers
I
in
can
the
tell.
car is considered dinner. Burger
Yeah.
guy.
Lizzie's
Or
in the
buying
car,
you
Mike.
breakfast in the morning.
Unless you're at Sonic. I have to talk to my wife today. I'm looking at my front door camera and there's a Chewy's box there. How much dog food does one family need?
I thought we meant Chewy's, the Mexican place.
Oh, man. Did you see Chewy's was bought?
No.
Yeah, so hopefully there'll be more Chewy's popping up around the Tampa Bay area because they were bought, I think, by the company that owns, I don't know, some other
Threes?
chains. What?
Threes?
No, Chewy's and Threes. No, this show is time to end because it's dumb.
We're close.
I'm just saying we're getting dumb. I saw one of those companies that had like their own Red Lobster or one of those places. Not necessarily
conglomerate.
Yeah.
Yum.
But that's good because they'll open them up more. There's only
Chewy's is
one
great.
Chewy's over here, and it's fantastic.
For a franchise, it's pretty damn good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
Chewy's is great. You love it, Carmen.
I've never been.
Yeah.
It's the one out there in Wesley Chapel is the one I go to.
May I just say the word to you? Chewy Chunga.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a place next near our house, Authentic Mexican. Their chimichanga. Oh my God. It is delicious.
Is
it's
it authentic?
It's off of Waters. No one speaks English in there.
Okay, that's good. Here's an authentic list. No one speaks English. There is accordion music playing in the background. Brum, 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 brum. Alexa, stop. Sorry. And then you have paintings on the wall or pictures on the wall of Mexican television superstars.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I go in there, they either have to get one of their kids to translate, or I just have to point to the menu.
Okay, you're good. You're in good shape. I like it.
If you're ever near Waters, go to Authentic Mexican. It is so good. I'm telling you what. Yes.
They couldn't come up with a name. They just like, let's go with Authentic. What are we going to name the restaurant?
Well, have you ever been to like all the Mexican restaurants? There used to be a place called Vallarta's.
Yeah.
And all the Mexican restaurants are the same, and like they all have the same chips and salsa and menu and all that. So anyone we go to is Vallarta. We just say different. Are we going to go to Vallarta by the church, or are we going to go to Vallarta by the Carrabba's?
I feel the Chinese restaurants are like that too. They all have the same menu board, and it's like China 1, China King, China Bay,
China Garden,
China Star.
Yeah, same exact menu board, same exact pictures.
I'll take the 37.
Yeah, in any of them.
Right.
Yeah.